These are the paying sponsors for the show. If you want to sponsor the show, you can contact me for more information. Shoot me an email at neveragainstudio@gmail.com. Finishers MMA. 3761 Nicholas Street, Easton, PA. If you don't know who these guys are by now, how dare you? They do a show with me called Now We Go. Zach and J.M. Holland run 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu in Bethlehem. They have another school in Allentown, and that's John Thor Blank. These guys are elite black belts in the game. They are doing things no one else is doing in the area. If you're looking for self-defense, if you're looking to get in shape, if you're looking to just get your life back on track, Jiu-Jitsu is for you. Check them out. You can find information on them at finishersmma.com. Zach and JM are the teachers over at the Bethlehem School. At Finishers MMA is for all of their social media. And you can check out Now We Go, which is a podcast we do every Monday. But those guys sponsor the show, and they're beasts. Go check out finishersmma.com. Sabraki Jewelry Design. Matt, I've known Matt almost my entire life, and it's pretty cool. He's got a great story, and he's going to eventually come on the podcast. He went to become a jeweler, and he went to school in California, and he got he finished with a degree as a graduate jeweler gemologist with a design in and wax in 2001. He's worked in both manufacturing and retail across the country. I've been following his story the whole time, and it's really cool watching him grow. And we talked about doing this for years, and he's finally at a point where he's working for a legit, well-known jeweler in Philadelphia, and that's D'Antonio and Klein Jewelers in Philly, and it's the city's highest-rated custom jeweler and manufacturer, and you can check them out on Yelp and Google. What Matt specializes in is custom-made jewelry and is a master at CAD design. He's worked on the finisher ring, and he's actually tried to do some stuff with Never Again stuff in the past, and we're working on projects, but we're talking about anything from can openers all the way up to an extremely expensive engagement ring, and it's cool watching him build that on CAD and seeing the design work in the background. He's working with clients from start to finish during the design and manufacturing progress to ensure peace of mind and superior quality with generations to come. Jewelers Row, quality and professional, and he's got affordable prices. He also offers repair services, jewelry restoration, and insurance appraisals, as well as pre-owned watch sales and services. All inquiries are welcome. You can check out his Instagram at sabraki.jewelry.design. It'll be right here as well. For design inspirations, call 484-426-3735. You can email him at sabrakidesign@gmail.com. All of this is connected through the Instagram account, and you can just message him if you have any questions as well. And he's setting up appointments, and you can hit him up for appointments in Philly and Lehigh Valley, and we're hoping he comes back up this way and sets shop up as well. And that's Sabraki Jewelry Designs, and thank you for sponsoring the show. All Valley Rooter and Plumbing is a one-stop shop for all of your plumbing needs. You can reach them at allvalleyrooter.net, or you can call them at 610-762-1656. They are fully registered, fully insured, and they have a 1-year parts labor guarantee. It is the plumber that we use for the show. Any problems that we've had down here in the studio, he's working on some projects for me now. He's stopped by several times. He's working on the studio above this studio. I personally put my guarantee on him. He's a close friend of mine. We grew up together. He told me the story about how he grew this business, and I'm impressed with Jared, and he does really good work. So if you need a plumber, do me a favor, do Jared a favor, call him. All Valley Rooter and Plumbing, 24-hour service. The number again is 610-762-1656, and you can get all the information you need at allvalleyrooter.net. And his social media is at All Valley Rooter on Facebook and Instagram. Rips Auto Detail. If you don't know who Rips is at this point, you are a first-time listener, but that's okay. We're going to tell you all about him right now. Rips Auto Detail, 630 North Nelson Street, Allentown, PA. Rips, he's the best. He's the best in the area. Highline paint correction, ceramic coating, and you can check out all of his work online. The best place to follow him is on Instagram at Rips Auto Detail. His daily posts of what he's doing over there. If you need your car restored, a boat restored, a plane restored, I don't care what you need restored, he will fix it. I've seen the guy bring things back from the dead. I've seen him work on clients' cars that are just continually bringing them in to get kept up with. He has a ton of different packages, and he can find one for you. So that's Rips Auto Detail, 630 North Nelson Street, Allentown, PA. You can follow him at Rips Auto Detail, and you can get a hold of him through there as well. If you go onto his social media, it's going to have his number and further information on how to get to him. I'm telling you, follow the social media. Give him a follow, show him some love, and check out what he's doing. He's high level, and he's one of our favorites over at the show. So check him out. Luke Delmeyer Custom Knives. They are high-end custom knives made and forged from scratch. Luke Delmeyer, friend of the show, out of Hellertown, Pennsylvania. He offers bladesmithing, farrier services, and blacksmithing as well. You can take classes over there. That is the thing that I push. I have a couple people that went over there, and you take a class and you learn how to make the knife. You start from step one all the way to the end, and when you're done with the class, you're walking away with your own custom knife that you made. The classes fill up pretty fast, so I need you to go over there and check it out. You can get all the information on classes and his custom knives on www.lukedelmeyer.com. Custom knives, classes, and more. Check him out. Follow him at Luke Delmeyer. Instagram's where it's at. All of his stuff's on there. He's got videos. He's forging constantly. He's been on some TV shows, and he's a friend of the show. So go check him out. It's Luke Delmeyer Custom Knives, farrier, bladesmith, blacksmith. Five and Dime Easton. Local skate shop in Easton, Pennsylvania, 140 Center Northampton Street, Easton, PA. You can call the shop at 610-393-7448. They carry a lot of local brands, and they carry Fucked as well. They're the only ones that actually are allowed to sell the Fucked clothing line in stores. So if you're one of those guys looking for stuff you can't grab anywhere else and some custom things, it's in that shop. I've worked with these guys. We've had them on the podcast. It's awesome seeing the Easton skate scene have their own store. The store itself, it's super cool. It's skater friendly, skater owned, and you got to go in and check it out for yourself. And that's 140 Northampton Street, Easton, PA, and check out the sales they got going on. Like I said, a lot of local stuff in there. We're going to collab on some stuff. I'm really glad to have them as a sponsor. It's awesome to see the skate scene in Easton have their own spot. So take my word, you got to go in, got to check it out. You can also check them out online. So it is 140 Northampton Street, Easton, PA, and their number is 610-393-7448. Check them out. Give them a follow at Five and Dime Easton on all social media platforms. BTG Blasting. Back to Glory Blasting. Why is it called that? Because this guy's bringing stuff back from the dead. Old decks, siding, anything you need. You got a business. He does commercial and residential pressure washing. This guy's got the equipment to give you the best look possible. You got a little one at home, it ain't doing it. He's bringing it all over. He's bringing it over, and he's knocking everything down, knocking the mold down, the dirt down. I've seen his work. He's done stuff at my parents' house, and he also just started doing virus disinfection. So if you have a business and you need it disinfected because of the coronavirus and all that, he has taken classes and is completely certified. He is now doing this studio monthly, and I can't thank him enough. I have guests that worry about things going on down here. We are now fully disinfected, and that's because of Back to Glory Blasting. It's fully insured, and it's commercial and residential pressure washing and virus disinfection at this time. You can reach him at 484-241-1711. You can also email him at btgblasting@gmail.com. Check them out. If you guys need any projects done, it's still summertime. You can get your decks redone, your siding redone. You got a party coming up, hit them up. If you got an office, you're running a kitchen. I know a ton of people that own kitchens. You can have it disinfected monthly for a fee, and he comes out and does it monthly. So you can, it's take all your worries away. and just get this stuff done for the disinfectant, especially the way times are now. So that's BTG Blasting, and we thank him for being a sponsor. Glenn Honan, Legacy Landscaping. If you don't know this name, you are not from the area. Glenn is a really good friend of mine, and he just got a new landscaping company back up. We did some apparel for him, and it's Legacy Landscaping. Glenn is the best in the area for landscaping. He's been doing it almost his entire life. I mean, before I was doing any of this, I worked for Glenn, and what he's doing now, it's awesome. It's awesome to see him back in action getting landscaping done. But he can cover all of your landscaping needs. You can follow him at Legacy Landscape, and you can reach them at 610-533-3669. Any questions you have with outside projects, whether you want to do hardscaping or you're looking to put in a pond, put some boulders out in the backyard, have some steps coming up, this guy can handle it all and more. There is not one thing that they're afraid to tackle, so you can reach them at 610-533-3669. What else can I say? He's a good friend of the show, and thanks for being a sponsor. Crawlspacerepairs.com. This is obviously for crawlspace repairs. What's crawlspace repairs? It's all the things that you don't want to do at your home, and you should hire them to do it. They are a family-run business, and they have over 120 years experience. They are specialized in crawlspace repair, encapsulation, and waterproofing. They provide exceptional workmanship and the highest quality materials. They have highly skilled technicians. They are also bonded and fully insured. They always provide free estimates and lifetime warranty for all waterproofing jobs. You can ask about their price match as well. So when you do that, you're going to need to call 1-570-476-5866. You can also go directly to their website, which is crawlspacerepairs.com. If you have any crawlspace repair needs, please contact them. 1-570-476-5866. That's crawlspacerepairs.com. Smooth Roots CBD. Smooth Roots is a farm-to-table hemp company focusing on providing the most experienced cannabis education backed by the highest quality hemp oil available. From cultivation to lab, testing to distribution, we believe in sustainable craft farming practices. This allows us to ensure our quality and consistency remain unparalleled. Our recent partnership with Trichome Farms in Oregon brings the farm to the Smooth Roots farm-to-table model. With experience stemming from the incredible craft cannabis market in Oregon, our Trichome Farms line is produced with the highest standards for quality, consistency, and cleanliness. If you didn't get a chance to check out the podcast, check it out. We have the guys on, and it's a boatload of information. I'm really excited to start working on projects with them. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff, but that's Smooth Roots CBD, and you can get all of your information at smoothroots.co. Check them out. It's the best CBD in the area. This is, I don't know what that Road Dogs episode 4?
I think it's 4.
3? Wait, we did.
No, how many did we do?
We did 3 because you brought the place from, what was it in Allentown?
Willie
Joe's, which was a big home run.
Willie Joe's
then we had
really good.
Or no, what was the original podcast? We didn't have hot dogs on
This
the
is
first
number
one?
3.
No, you did.
3.
I wasn't here.
The original podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't here.
The original
still
podcast.
Early COVID.
I just brought Yakos for fun,
And we did an off the rails.
we did off the
We got
rails.
drunk with hot dogs, and then it turned
we said we'd
into
do road dogs.
be doing road dogs.
And then we
That's
did
true.
Willie Joe. So this would be 3 then.
This is 3. Mm-hmm. And it's the 3rd official Road Dogs.
Official
if you
road
wanna,
dogs. And
if it's
we're
official.
doing no guest November, so if you guys want to do this once or twice in November, we can do that as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we starting now?
Yeah, I think but that's already in the podcast. It was a good intro. I liked it.
Oh. All right.
What I think is
I
that
should know
you
this by
should.
now. He's just going to roll with it.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to not make this a formatted show.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to be like a little bit loose with it.
I mean, you don't got to scream at
I mean,
us.
it's pretty loose.
He was screaming at you.
That's fine.
Now Jesse brought these hot dogs, and why don't you? Where are they from? Tell us the backstory. I'm gonna eat one.
So,
what are you going with first?
all beef.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do all beef first. I think that makes the most sense.
So this is the good Frank.
I hope they're undercooked.
Oh. I didn't cook them.
Should be made note that this is a raw dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing on this.
Raw Dogs,
raw dog.
episode 3. Wait a minute. Should all take a bite just to decide.
For the listeners, I suck at the video, so you can eat my ass when it doesn't match up.
You're fine. Who's talking first on these?
You took first bite.
I need condiments.
This is good.
I think you overcooked them.
I mean, that's not overcooked. It's not a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a homemade sausage.
It's more sausage than hot dog.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it is still a...
yeah.
I guess you can't say that because this is more towards like if you would push a Sabrett's further.
I just don't think we should have these on the show.
He's already trying to weasel
That's
in. He's already trying to weasel in Yakko.
Luckily, I brought backup.
Bold. It's true. There's a box of Yakkos sitting right there. That's
I
a backup.
will say, however,
It's tasty.
you could eat this no condiments, no nothing. And
That's what I'm
I
doing,
would just
yeah.
snack away. I think it's
This
a
is
good dog.
It's a smoked.
It's snappy.
Oh, so they're smoked?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's why. It's a smoked hot dog. So it's still a hot dog. I'm high. I'm sorry.
So, no,
this is smoked sausage.
they're from a company in Ohio. I'll give you the quick story. Guy grew up in South Central LA. Parents weren't around. He went and lived with his grandmother. Actually got to college. Decided that he was learning bullshit shit in college and he wanted to learn business. Bought a hot dog cart with his girlfriend. They were selling, like, trying to sell high-end hot dogs outside of these places. And they were making a bunch of money. And then they decided that where they were getting hot dogs from, it had a bunch of ammonia hydroxide, which apparently all hot dogs have in them, which is fucking ammonia and water, basically. So he's like, I don't want...
I don't think so, pal.
You know, they all do. So, yes. So it does. But, so he said... So he wanted something a little better. So I was amazed he couldn't find a place that actually made like real shit. So he started going to a butcher and picking out like the cows he wanted, and he would slaughter his own cows, and then they would make their own sausages and hot dogs.
Really?
Yes.
That's in depth.
So then
For the love of hot dogs.
So he did all of it, started making a bunch of money, and then he was selling a lot of to like vegan markets. So doing a lot of vegan stuff and really crazy stuff, making tons of money, and then. After the election, his kids are like infatuated with Trump. They just liked everything, so he took them to a rally. And I guess a bunch of the vegan places saw him at the rally, and they started protesting against him and stopped buying from him and got his bank to stop giving him money. So the response to that was...
Scumbags.
Yes, they're assholes about all
I'm
that.
not surprised by that.
So he decided to contact Trump, and Trump's kid Eric went out there and set a commercial with him. Pushed everything, and now this dude's fucking killing it. So it's basically now he runs a bunch of programs trying to teach inner city kids how to pull themselves out of poverty by starting business. So he teaches like entrepreneur classes, and
That's
it's
great.
a whole family thing.
That's
And
cool.
you know what? It's a good dog.
It is a good dog.
Did you try the cheese one yet?
No, I was
What's the name of this
just
company?
watching your reaction.
The good Frank.
It's good.
The Good Frank.
It's a good Frank.
Is the guy's name Frank?
No,
Exploded.
it's
I'm gonna
missed
do
it-
what you
missed a
do
good
because I
opportunity
watched
there.
your art
Well,
And
I
he
watched why those taste better.
because they're scrunched.
they're-
scrunched.
Yeah.
And then I saw you nip the tip.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to get through a lot of dogs. I mean, we're going to have the other ones, too.
Don't the old the rabbis do that too?
Yep. Just a little bit. This guy's name is
Now, what do you think of that one?
this guy's name is Tyrone Jackson, and his wife's name is Marcella.
Which one's this? The jalapeno cheddar?
No, this is just cheddar. He dropped his hot dog.
And look. I have nobody on camera.
No, that's the best part.
I have no one on camera.
Got an amateur here running the switcher.
He is an amateur.
I'm a fucking audio guy, dude. This video sits for fucking idiots. And for me.
Well, Tyrone, I salute you. That's a killer dog. That's different than any other dog.
I think-
really
I think
categorically.
It's definitely it's a butcher dog, 100%.
You could.
and it's smoked.
Yeah.
This
These have so like they have enough flavor that
You don't need anything.
You don't need anything.
I
So-
wouldn't put anything on these
so
hot
I would
dogs.
just eat
So
that.
so
That's
after
really
all
good.
of this,
That's good.
so after all this, they have a farm now, and they actually get their own cows, butcher their own cows, and they actually hand make every single thing that on this whole thing.
It's a completely different hot dog, but I enjoy that it's different.
What bun were we using there?
Just a ballpark bun, 2 for $5.
My man asking the important questions here.
I was gonna go with a really cheap bun, and then I was like, "Fuck it, these are on sale," because these are like halfway.
Yeah.
They're like almost a potato roll.
You're like, my podcast got an award, so I'm going for the good shit.
I do like the cheese a lot better though.
Yeah,
I think so, right?
Well, I saw the jalapeno
totally
ones.
different.
and
yeah, those
I
are
thought that
those
was-
are bratwurst. We didn't get there yet.
Before I even finish
I
this, I
thought
kind
this was
of
over.
yeah. Get into that one.
Yeah, I feel like if I keep eating these whole things, I'm gonna.
Well, it's a thick dog too. Mm-hmm. Good and thick.
What was the price on them?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I don't know. I have them shipped.
They're probably not cheap. Did you get it directly from them, or you got it from somewhere else?
No, I ordered from them.
and he got these Sunday, and you kept them frozen.
Got them a week before that. Kept
Yeah.
them frozen.
It's good.
You know what?
I think the cheese better.
The cheese is good too.
Yeah, cheese is better.
Yeah,
Like the actual cheese in them.
yeah. You can tell it's not like cheap cheese.
It tastes like cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does taste like cheese.
But I'm saying,
I noticed that as well. I'm very keen.
Have you ever had like
and,
a shitty like hot dog filled with cheese and it just like
No, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, the
Yeah.
fucking nacho cheese.
it's like whizzed? Yeah, get out of here.
We should get those one night.
Yeah, no.
When I lived in New York, we used to get the cheese from the ghetto store, and it didn't melt.
Yes.
So you put it in a pan, it would just heat up and just turn into rubber.
Thank you.
I maybe shouldn't have said that.
No, I thought it was the metal. It's just the table in general.
I hate the metal.
Table's noisy.
Yeah. Well,
I like it.
Classic Yakko's fries.
yeah. It's a great hot dog. I would
good hot
definitely buy them.
Yeah.
I would get them again.
Why is this one a different color than the other one?
That's the cheese.
Probably a different meat they put in it. Maybe different spices change the
I think
meat.
this is lamb.
I hope.
No, but the bratwurst says it has
Okay.
wine and shit in it. No, it says it has wine and stuff in it. So I want to try the bratwurst. I'm excited.
That's good.
What kind of wine do you think? Moscato?
It's a white Zinfandel.
We'll have to plug where you can buy it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
You also brought Yakos again. I like the theme of you bringing Yakos every single time. And I told you not to get a lot of hot dogs, and you got the 24 family pack?
I don't think I got that much.
That's
12.
At
I think
least
it's 12.
a dozen.
12. There's 12.
Yeah.
And the fries, you got to have the
And
fries.
we had the Yakos before we started, and your Yako campaign is back on track.
I think we're back.
We're back on track.
I think we're back.
I'm just confused as to why you brought Yakko's this time as a baseline, considering Willie Joe's kind of champed it last time.
Yeah.
Willie Joe's won.
But
see.
but
As far
how,
as-
was,
am
how
I
would
right?
Willie Joe's go against this, though?
I don't know.
Different dogs, of course.
Yeah, these are definitely different.
This is a wild card, Jesse.
Yeah.
You brought something different
It
to the
says-
table here.
It says on the thing.
Only you would be able to find a political hot dog.
Handmade, yes. Every single
I love
dog
it,
is
though.
handmade.
I would have never found that hot dog and had that backstory to upset people.
No, I'm telling you, I actually
Only
heard
reason.
it. I heard it on a podcast,
No.
and I listened to Family, and I was like, dude, this guy needs a fucking break.
I think it's awesome. I wish I would have been taught like small business when I was younger. Like I definitely wish that was a class I had.
Yeah, he's
Like,
teaching.
that would have been great.
I mean, he's literally teaching people how to run their own business and pull themselves out of fucking poverty because he's like, dude, I've done it twice.
It's
He
a
lost
sewing
his house
class.
and shit. It's everything.
Yeah. Like how did you start learning business? Going through working for other businesses and learning their business?
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, you just understand how the ebb and flow of things starts to work. You work in a place like a car dealership or something long enough, and you'll start to see where the money's actually made at. You know, most times it's in the back half. Selling cars doesn't really make the place as much money as the service department and everything in
Yeah.
the back half does. I don't know. I still don't know shit about business, Mike. I have one, and it's tough.
Yeah.
It's all right. There's
But
something
if
to
you
learn
would have
every
had
day.
a class is what I'm getting at.
I wish I would have had a class.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure they were available, but I went to Votech.
I didn't know Votech offered that.
Well, I'm sure that it was available at Votech. I didn't take it at Votech.
Yeah.
I was busy taking a CAD class, so I kind of didn't really think about all that stuff back then.
You know what's funny is like back in high school, I had like friends who went to Votech. Like all those kids went to Votech. I was like,
Yeah, techers.
Losers.
Techers.
Losers.
Fucking
Joke's
techers.
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just gave up before I did.
Yeah. And then, so I'm making fun of these. I'm making fun of everybody who went to Votech, and then I went to community college.
Yeah.
And then I
No,
did,
I should've
did like
went to
2 years,
Votech.
and I was like, well, this is
I
stupid
wish
anyway,
Votech
so,
didn't have the
yeah.
stereotype it did, because I would have. I thought someone would have like sat
Right.
down and been like, "Hey, this is a table. You use those skills to make this table." Like I
Yeah,
I
or-
never understood what Votech was.
Or how about everything you learn at Votech, you could actually get a job at when you graduate fucking high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got your community college story. Everything's going great for you. Maybe your second year of community college, really knocking them dead there in the general ed
How long did
courses.
you go?
And then,
2 years.
I went one. I don't even think I finished one, because I had to. When I went there, I was coming off a Catholic school,
Yeah.
so like they made up classes and put me in them. And then when I went to apply for college, they were like, "Oh yeah, like none of this shit's credited." Like I was just like a trouble kid. They knew that coming in, so like they would take like 5 or 6 of the trouble kids, and then there was the rest. And then they would be like, "Oh well, you guys all have science together, and it's not intro to science; it's intro to science." So then they could push us along, buff the grades. Take all my mom's money, and then when I went to go to college, they were like, "Yeah, none of this counted."
It's like you never did anything.
So then I had to take everything all over again, and like my mom was like, "Yeah, do it." And like remember, I took a deep breath, and that was it. I did like fucking maybe a month, and I was like, "I'm not fucking doing this shit." Like they're like reteaching me English and shit, and I just
know
gotta
what, though?
sit here, and I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
As
man."
far as I know, because when I did it,
It's awful.
That
I
was
wish I
like
like broke a bottle and flipped the table.
2005. When I did it back in 05.
I'm out of here, teach.
I was like, "What is he? There's no teacher."
It was same thing though. I did the same thing back at NAC. It was the same thing. I did do English,
So dumb.
psychology,
So dumb.
geography, like all this stuff. And I was like, I'm here for art.
Yep.
Like I went to school for art, and then like half your classes were art, and then the other half were bullshit.
Yeah, I was taking a
that's why I
psychiatry
did 2
class
years,
later.
and I was
I
like,
went
that-
back.
I'm done.
I went back. I'm like, I'm gonna get a degree. I want to be a therapist or like psychiatrist. And I was like, I'm gonna try and do it. And I was like focused, and I was like, fuck. So I went and signed up, and they're like, yeah, I take math. And I'm like, why am I taking math? And they're like, did you get it?
That's the second time he's got one.
I know.
He's good.
So I was like, why do I have to do math? And then when I signed up, cause then I had to do like another intro to math because my math didn't add up, and then not enough people took the class, and then they were like, you can't go to school this semester. And I was
Dude,
like,
you should,
what?
but you should have stuck with fucking therapy, because therapists have a kind of look about them and the way they talk and everything. If you just would have been a normal person, you probably would have got a lot of people to come to you because you're a normal person.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Maybe.
Not saying that they're bad people. I'm just saying I think more people would open up a little bit more if you're just a down to earth fucking dude like yourself.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
go to you over somebody with a fucking suit on.
I was pissed about it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why do I need all that crap in order to fucking do this?
It's all bullshit.
And then I think I
School,
went back
college.
for like computer repair when like computers were booming, and they're like, you can make $1 million fixing computers.
Hey, you, can you type? It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Commercials
We'll
are in
teach you
green.
everything you need to know.
Yeah, Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference is poo-poo on Votech when you were in school, and then you ended up in Northampton.
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
Northampton? You're in Northampton,
Yeah,
right?
I
Okay,
mean-
so you're at Northampton. You're having your bullshit classes in between your art classes, which you actually enjoy, and then you leave because you got to have a job during that, right?
Sure.
Got to have a job. You leave. You go to the gas station. Run into fucking Jimmy. Jimmy's driving a big old brand new fucking truck.
Who's Jimmy?
Damn, it might be just somebody that you know from school. I don't know. This is a hypothetical person here, but he went to Votech for welding, and he's already making $30
That's
bucks
true.
an hour or
No,
something
no.
like that. And you ask him, "Hey, how you doing? You got this new truck?" And he's like,
Yeah.
I got this job. You're busy over here doing these classes that you're paying to take that aren't even going to get you anywhere with any steam. At least you'll have a piece of paper, but he's out there making money. I mean,
your
there's
defense-
nothing wrong
Really
with Votech.
shitting
your
on
defense.
Really shitting on me.
In your defense,
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
probably has a math habit.
Possible
Yeah.
and conceivable.
I'm just saying, back then there was different buses, and a lot of
Good
them
for
were going.
good for Jimmy.
Hey.
Good for Jim.
Fuck Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fuck Jimmy.
You know
Jimmy's
what?
a piece of trash.
Don't worry, I heard Jimmy's got a small dick, so
Yeah,
get
you
your bitch
waited.
back.
You waited.
You'll get her back.
You got your piece of the pie now.
I'm
Yeah,
over
I
here
did.
like, I always
Yeah, I
thought
did.
Jimmy was cool. And everybody's like, oh, no, Jimmy's a dickhead. Oh,
All right.
great. Well, wrong
Anyways.
again.
But so like I had a lot of friends who went to Votech and whatnot. But like so knowing what I know now, and not that I ever like was like whatever. I mean I worked for my dad construction for years, blah, blah, this and that. Like skilled trades are few and far between. But like now you have all these kids like going to college. Like a lot of my friends went to college 4 years, and most of them aren't even doing anything with it. At least I did 2 years of art, and I'm actually utilizing.
Yeah.
But that like
Yeah, you do art like every day.
I literally fell into that. Like that would have never been planned. Nothing.
But if you
like,
weren't into art, you probably wouldn't have been into the job.
true, very true. It all worked out.
Yeah, keep doing that.
But
That's solid.
that being said, like we just did that rap, that full cement truck rap for a Casilio.
Yeah.
And that because they're like they're deeply rooted into Bethlehem Votech.
How many trucks they got now?
Rap trucks 4.
Do you guys take any techers on for like a co-op training type thing?
No, we kind of gave that up.
Did you try it?
We considered it, and we had like one kid come in at one point who was like, "Yeah, I'm a designer." Blah blah. blah. I had him come in, and it was like, "Dude, you're
Yeah, because it's probably few and far between
Yeah.
that you get someone who's
off
not
the
a
record."
shitbag.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're a bum.
Yeah.
you got to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Huffing
most of-
highlighters.
Most of these kids
Yeah,
nowadays, like,
fuck
they-
you,
yeah.
Jimmy. You know what I mean?
Most of these kids nowadays, like,
That's what I would say.
they don't
Fuck
have
you,
any,
Jimmy.
like, they don't have any.
That's my truck now, you
They don't
bitch.
care. The guy
Jimmy.
can't. You know, the kids can't even
Back
make a
to
hot
Jimmy.
dog. They can't make a hot dog.
Yeah.
So how are they gonna? You know,
It's weird.
Well, you know, the one that made your hot dogs tonight, he's aspiring
he's
musician.
Good. He's good.
He looks like Macklemore, right?
yeah.
Was that it?
Yep.
Looks like Macklemore.
I
I'm
think-
working at a hot dog place. You know, you got to struggle through your first few years, but those Macklemore dreams of that, what was that golden piss-colored jacket that he wore and whatever else. I don't know.
Green jacket, gold
He
jacket.
just, who gives a shit?
I want to rewatch that.
Yeah.
We should do that on a hot dog show.
But anyways, I mean, we could
put
go
it
off
on the
on a we could
background.
go off on a rant for forever. You know what I mean? It's nowadays.
That's usually what we do
Kids
here.
don't understand the value of a good hot dog.
He's into you tonight.
kids are bums.
He's got his,
You know?
he's been like waiting for this. Like, oh, I'm gonna fuck him up this
yeah.
podcast.
yeah. But then he had a Yakko's hot dog, and he's not going to talk about it. But
You know what? No.
he
Before
was,
we started
he
here,
was
those,
pacing the room before, making weird noises.
those Yakko's hot dogs. There's
They
something
were
about them.
really good.
Smothered with chili or
Yeah.
whatever their sauce
I
is.
like the chili a lot,
Yeah.
and they get shit on for their chili. What did you think of it? I mean, this was heavy chili, but it had great
Heavy,
flavor.
Heavy, yeah.
Well, they know him. They probably saw him walk in and like, oh, this guy
No,
wants
this was-
all
this
the
was a
chili.
different
We saw this guy
location.
from the award-winning podcast.
This was a different location, right?
Yeah, Hamilton.
Yeah.
I would say out of Hamilton, Airport Road, and what was the other one I went to? Route 100.
Yeah.
Hamilton.
So far,
Yeah,
Hamilton.
I would say that the chili was very salty, and I'm not against all any of that, like you said. Not
Yeah.
against it. I think it was good. It wasn't no goddamn good, Frank, but you know,
That's a different dog.
it's a different thing.
That's a sausage.
It's
sandwich.
like it's a this if this was
different.
pizza, that's Sicilian. It's just a different style.
This
of
isn't,
brand of
uh,
And that's what
It's
I hate
not,
too. Sometimes there is no compare. You can't compare those two together.
no.
I just feel like at what point do we draw the line on this podcast? You know what I mean? Like this isn't road sausage.
Well, I mean, our baseline is
you know what I mean? This is
Yakko's,
road. It's road
right?
dogs, not road
Well,
sausages.
where we draw the line, where we
It's a
draw the
Yeah, but
line.
they're
Sausage
homemade.
sandwich.
Because they're homemade.
Technically,
so are these.
they say on the wrapper, they say on the wrapper, all beef Franks.
I'll go get the wrapper.
Yeah. It says Franks. That's what they say.
All right, well, you know what?
I mean, clearly the next step of this podcast,
It's pots.
if we want to keep, definitely. But there's also a venture that Mike was
Did we do pot?
tossing
Pot
around,
check?
and it involves maybe a recreational vehicle of sort. And maybe we can.
An RV, if you will.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have any toothpicks
one of
over
those.
there? Yeah. Off the record?
You got hangers too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to deal with it.
Jesse, you're running.
Silently
you're running the
suffering
camera.
over here,
Is
so-
it like in my tooth?
No, I can't see
Can you
shit.
see it? Okay.
And I'm fucking up the camera, so.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Hey.
What a-
solid.
what a
I'm not going to use it on
toothpick.
camera, but that's great to have.
Yeah, just don't pan to me for a hot second.
You were looking for the wrapper.
They just say Franks.
Yeah,
They just say
all beef Franks.
These
Yeah.
all be Franks.
Well, maybe the guy named Frank made it.
Maybe.
So about this traveling business.
I think the next level of this podcast is getting an RV and then gutting it, putting the leftover equipment in, and then going to these places and eating it and filming it and turning it into like a 15 to 30 minute episode.
That sounds fun.
I love it. What was the one we were talking about? The 1989.
Yeah, what's
Coachman,
the
Coachman Catalina.
Yeah, tell us more because you said this was something you grew up with.
Oh, lovely RV.
You got seat time with one of these, huh?
I'll tell you a couple stories. So every year since I was a kid, we drove to Florida in this thing.
Sure.
And my grandparents owned this RV. It was 1989 Coachman Catalina. Beautiful ride. And we would drive it to Florida every year. and we'd stay for like 3 days in the RV at the KOA campground in Kissimmee.
And you would sleep in the
Kissimmee,
actual
if you will.
RV? You weren't getting tents?
No, we'd sleep in the RV. Oh, we'd sleep there for 3 days, and then they had a timeshare, like condo or whatever. But that thing drove us back and forth to Florida for years and years and years and years. And this one particular moment, I remember my grandfather. You know, they don't make them like they used to. You know what I mean? As far as people goes. So
Yes.
you know, your grandfathers, they're badasses. So my grandfather was. I used to get car sick all the time, and we're driving, whatever. It's like 1,000 miles, and I'm like, you know, getting the.
Oh, you get the noise.
Is there a pisser in that, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, this isn't a freaking. What are you talking like? What do you think this is? It's not a tarp on the back of a truck. So we're driving down the road, and I'm like making this noise, and you know, my mom's yelling at my dad, "Pull over!" Blah blah. He's like, "Oh, I can't. We're in the middle of the highway, whatever." So my dad pulls over, and I'm like about to puke, like we're just pulling over. My grandfather just like, whoop, like slides his hands under, and I'm just. And my grandfather just catches all my puke,
All of it.
like in his hands, doesn't say anything, just like lets it go till we stop, come to a halt, you know, and then opens the door and just dumps it out. He's
Dude's
like,
a G.
He's like, whatever. Gets back on it. But yeah, you know, we had a couple of good times with that thing, and then you know, just recently before they decided to sell it, my parents had it, and then the catalytic converter had a couple issues there.
How long did it go before it had issues?
Oh my god, it may have been like an 89. I think it was an 89, and we had that till like mid 2000s,
Yeah.
late 2000s.
That's
probably.
the only thing, like, because everyone keeps giving me shit where they're like, dude, you're going to end up having to spend 20 grand. And no, we have to find one and find someone who, like, really knows.
Right.
Like, there was a Winnebago mechanic who sponsored the show. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, we
It's
get
just
him
a
to go
Ford.
with.
It's a-
or I don't know
it's
if
a
either
Ford
of you know
van.
cars.
It's a Ford van.
Like, let's just, all we need is one with a fucking motor that'll last 2 summers.
Yeah.
That's all we need it before.
We could possibly rent them.
Yeah, we could try to.
They have that
we
RV
would rack 'em.
adventure shit.
We'd rack them.
Yeah, I
Why
don't think
would
we
we
could
wreck
rent it,
'em?
and we can't rent it and then gut it and make it into a studio.
No, I'm not talking about gutting it. I mean,
he
no,
was
we
talking-
could
he
do
was talking
that
about
too.
gutting it.
I'm just saying, like, I think for a fun project, we would be able to get into something like that, find a budget, find something good, you know, and then this is all part of the allure. Like, it's gonna run. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if it'll go to Scranton.
Yeah, see how far. Like you start
Yeah.
local,
Like,
and then see like
Yeah.
you go
Oh my
farther
God.
and farther and
Yeah.
farther.
You know,
I would literally.
if we don't trust it, have someone follow us in a car.
say when it leaves us
Dude.
beached somewhere.
Dude, I would relive my childhood if we take this 1989.
Yeah,
because
I
that
mean, you
thing,
found one, but it was what, $1,250.
That's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
it
It
had
doesn't have an
it only had-
engine.
It only had 40,000 miles on it.
Yeah. I think that if we took the winner and like sat this project out and been like, all right, what's the budget?
Yeah.
One, I think I could be able to get all of it in a GoFundMe, and I could do a pop-up here to raise the money. Easily we could get the money.
Easy.
The money.
Pop-up.
The
Talk
money's,
about that pop-up.
the money's easy. The money's easy. There's enough idiot friends of ours that would completely contribute to this
Yeah.
idea.
Off the record,
Yeah. So it's like,
idiots, anyways.
then what we would
On
do...
the record, fuck them all.
We got the fucking thing. We have an old mixer. And then by this point, by the time we get it, I'll have lavaliers.
Yeah.
We
And
don't have
then,
an old mixer. We have a new mixer.
well, I'm just saying, older than the new one we have.
We put this table in there. We put some more.
No, that's what I'm saying is we don't need this. We
yeah,
can just-
we put some more corrugated stuff in there, so it's
Guys,
quiet.
a lot of times
but
they
we don't.
have
We don't
tables.
need a table though. But I'm
They
saying is
have this shit.
yeah. But I'm saying we
Clip some cameras
we
somewhere.
rebuild
Let's
it out.
fucking do this
We rebuild
thing.
it out.
Yeah. Put some pipes across it. Put some cameras
Yeah,
on.
like I'm saying,
Alright.
it's a 4-camera shot. You have the cameras fucking drilled in, so it's one shot on each camera.
Yeah.
It's easy fucking editing when it's done.
Done.
Add in some fucking goddamn shit.
We're the
Call
next-
people up.
yeah.
Hey man, we're coming down.
We're the next Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Where am I going to find fucking
I don't wanna
goddamn
do-
shit?
I don't want to do.
They don't have any awards.
I don't know. Like I when I say add shit to it a little bit more, like he does that Pizza Bite show. There's like zero production behind that at all.
No.
Which is cool, but like I'd like to put production behind it.
Right.
Get some graphics, make a fucking logo.
I
Road
like
Dog
it.
Dogs sell fucking
Listen, I mean,
t-shirts.
how hard could it be? You know what I mean? It's a Ford E350 a V10 chassis. It's cake.
and
You know
what
I mean?
what shows are the best ones? Oh, the idiots broke down. And they, that's the show. We're on the side of the fucking
We're on the
road.
side of the highway.
Watch
Thank-
Jesse get
yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Thank God Nate brought Yakos.
Yeah. But I mean, we start
at
out with
least-
going to we just.
Bring a little grill. We cook out on the side of the
yeah,
road.
man.
That's
make
what I'm
Yakos.
saying. But we could. But I'm saying is we take it over to Yakos.
We make it to
fucking do the show in
33.
the
We
parking lot.
make Yakos on the side of the road, and then we turn around until we're on the back of a rollback.
It's a great idea. I think
I
we
like
should
it.
do it.
I like
I
it.
actually, I have a spot for us to keep the fucking thing. Jandra said we can keep it over at his property.
That was something I was also going to be concerned about. Where do we keep the
Perfect.
thing? Got to register it. Got to insure it. Got to do all that dumb shit.
Yep.
Not really.
Yes, really.
I mean, he does have a point. We don't have to do any
Yes,
of
really.
that. Oh, he's something in his eye.
Jesse
has you on camera.
I have this damn sty.
So,
It's terrible. I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you
It's
crying,
this
dude?
one eye. That's fucked.
I have to say that yes,
Yeah.
as a insurance producer myself, I 100% say yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of insurance.
Cool. I'm excited
No,
to have our
I'm-
first company vehicle.
Listen, if I'm
Like,
not
come
selling,
on, guys.
if I'm
Like,
not selling bail, I
give
can
me something.
technically
I'll
sell
tell you
car
we're going
insurance.
over it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Listen, I know a
Well, nobody
detail
would've
guy that
known
can
you
clean
were
it up
all
real much.
about
I know a rap guy who put some logos on the
That's
side
what I'm
of it.
saying.
I know a
But I
little
mean,
bit
we could
about
get
a lot.
sponsors. Hey, look, man, we're gonna fucking wrap it. You know, what's it cost to wrap it? Cool. We'll get. Hey, throw this in. We'll put you on the side of the fucking bus.
It's over at Rip's
Just
shop
do food.
for 4
Hey.
days while he's polishing
We're
the
coming
outside
up.
of this
Yeah,
thing.
I'll keep
coming
it
up.
His
yeah.
arms are falling off.
Yeah, I keep it clean. Yeah. That's how to be my contribution to it.
We're gonna get like really shitty wheels for it.
Yes. Now,
Like
see,
cool,
this-
like cool wheels, but like shitty wheels. Like
What about
wheels,
mags?
Like wheels like wheels you wouldn't see
like
on an
Camaro
RV.
mags.
We're just gonna get like as solid as we can, like
Yeah.
brake cookers, and we're gonna paint fucking hot dogs on them.
Can we get like
That's it.
can we get like the truck wheel like semi wheels like Alcoas?
Yeah,
Slap them on there.
that sounds a
Put
bit
the spikes.
expensive.
color?
Put the spikes
That
on
sounds
them.
like they're worth more than the whole
Yeah,
RV,
you're right.
though.
We'll put the spikes on them.
Yeah, but what if we see? But that's what I'm saying. You guys aren't thinking.
some Ben-Hur
we
shit.
grow, we grow the show. Now we start hitting up
We
these
got hot
parts
dogs.
companies.
They're hot dogs. They're stealing hot dogs.
Yeah, they got the spikes on the
The
lugs,
lug-
and there's hot dogs stuck
The
on
lug,
them.
the lug nuts are hot dogs.
The valve
Hot dogs,
valve
not
caps,
sausages.
Fucking chromies are hot dogs. Little
Hey.
wieners and buns.
I will repeat. This says handcrafted smoked all beef frankfurters, not sausages.
Not hot
Saying.
dogs either.
Says they
That's right.
remind you of a time when food was simple, delicious, and chemical free.
Hey, Joe Biden also says he's for the people.
I know there's enough idiots out there to think he is.
I liked them. I wouldn't.
Joe
I
Biden?
don't know. They're not what hot dogs are around here.
Oh, I
so
thought you
it's
meant
hard.
Biden. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's- he's like,
where are you?
Like,
where
this
you
is a whole
fucking-
different
where are you fucking
conversation
going
right
with
now.
this?
I don't want to talk about Joe Biden.
He's a
Fuck
political
no.
hot
Talking about
dogs.
hot dogs.
Fuck
No,
no,
I don't
we're
know.
talking
I don't
about
know
hot
Joe
dogs.
Biden, but I just ate those fucking hot
I ain't
dogs.
talking about any of that shit.
Sleepy Joe.
Fucking dummies.
I don't know. It was good. I liked him. But I like deer. I like like that reminded me of. It's very it's very butcher. Like it's a very butcher hot dog.
I think they were very good.
Yeah.
I think it was
But I
very
mean,
No,
the
they
story's
weren't. They were
cool.
right. They were good.
Not my favorite to eat on camera. They snap, crackle
I like
a
the
lot.
snap, crackle.
Yeah, I just have that whole listening to myself chew in the headphones thing.
What's
I'm
that
sure
called when
I'm sure
people
the
listen to,
listeners
like,
at home are probably
yeah.
feeling the same way.
Turns me on a little.
No, people get boners over stuff.
Some
like that.
people do, yeah.
I have.
How do you think my legs grow?
Yeah, I don't know. What color do you think the Winnebago will be?
Well, it's the classic.
It's gonna be cream
classic
and peach,
cream.
So would you just keep
With
it
a
super
blue, dark
peach
blue, and a
or,
light
or,
blue
or
stripe.
peach colored, whatever.
Ooh,
No, I think
peach
you-
would be good too.
Honestly, I think you just keep it real shitty on the outside. We just slap logos on the side of it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Just
It looks
sticker,
like it's
yeah,
like-
just sticker it the fuck up. Just get cool logos and put it all over it.
Hot dog company stickers.
yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Hot dogs, armor hot dogs.
shit.
Yeah,
Bumper
bumper
stickers.
stickers.
Bumper
Yeah, bumper
stickers.
stickers would be dope.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, you got to get a bumper sticker for it.
Yeah.
That's what
Coexist.
they used to
None
do
of
in
that
the
Oscar
old
Mayer
days.
shit, though.
No.
Because their hot dogs are terrible.
Where would we go
None of that
first?
shit.
Would we do Scranton? I mean, that's an hour.
Well, we have to
What about the one we were talking about for a while? The
we have to
Walters?
really make it
Maiden Walters.
voyage.
Yeah, Walters. That's like
Oh,
going into the
that
city,
link I
maybe?
sent you guys the other day that no one responded to.
Which was that?
The one. It's a
Yeah,
place
I
in
saw
New
it. Hot
Jersey.
Dog Johnny's.
Yeah, hot
Oh
dog.
yeah,
Johnny.
yeah.
Yeah.
What,
ever
wait,
go
what
there?
was the link?
No, I never went there.
Oh. But you feel like you're.
I'd go if the fucking RV will make it. I'll go.
I thought that Hot Dog Johnny's is across the bridge in Easton, isn't it?
No, that's Jimmy's on the.
Yeah.
Jimmy's on the river.
Yeah, that place. I did some homework. That place got a fucking good chili dog, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had it. It's
Next
good.
time we do a comparison, and it's
Okay.
not some internet hot dogs from a man.
Sensation.
He's a sensation. Yeah, we'll not even call him a man. Tyrone, right? Tyrone Jackson, crushing it. These are great. However, next time we're going with a place that we can actually buy it from to compare. I think
Fair.
Jimmy's really has across the river. Has
We still
got to
do Potsies.
Well, then we'll
Potsies.
get those two.
Yeah,
Bring Yakos.
He will too.
I know.
A fucking dozen of them too.
Absolutely. Listen,
I'm never mad that he does.
I'm not mad. I'm gonna eat another one of those fucking things when we're done recording this.
I drove an hour today.
I appreciate it.
I drove all the way from Bethlehem out to Yakos on Hamilton, and then all the way back to Nazareth.
You know what I thought you would have bought?
Right before I came.
You were fucking right.
I left at
Damn, you're good.
7:30. I always make sure.
You
I get
know what
them
I'm
hot.
going to
Gotta
get
them
you?
hot.
I'm going to get you a
Gas card?
a car warmer, like the pizza
yeah.
delivery people
Yeah.
have.
Oh, that'd
The
be
heat
awesome.
wave.
Yeah.
Make a road
Domino's.
dog's
Yeah, the
logo
heat
to
wave.
put on it.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm worried about yeah.
Yeah. They work too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have
used
just
to
put
have
it
a
in
Pizza
that. I guess
Hut
that would have
one.
made more sense. Hot or cold, it's a cooler or heater. Yeah. Botch job. It was holding the high left.
Who's going to drive this thing? Probably the intern, or we definitely
I
have to
think
pay
I think we all
somebody to
take.
drive
No, I think we all
it. Or
take.
get them to drive
Does
it.
the
We all take
intern have a
turns.
license?
Yeah,
We all take turns.
take turns.
Yeah.
Good
All right.
prereq.
I don't care about taking turns, but
I love driving shit
Do you have your
boxes.
CDL?
yep.
The confidence.
Good stuff.
Long pause.
Didn't know that about you, Mike.
Yep. I'm truck driver school.
Yep. Not a problem. Yep. 13th gear.
What was the name of the truck driver school they used to push every other day in the 80s? Oh fuck, what was it?
I don't know.
I just remember saying
Was that,
you can
like,
be an
Triangle Tech?
over the road truck driver as opposed to
Yeah.
off the fucking road. Or,
My uncle did it. He made a lot of money.
Hey, there's a billboard
Under
on
the road.
22 there.
Under the
20
He was
road.
in the union.
Yeah.
Fell out of the
28.50 an
truck.
I
hour.
was an under the
Fucked his
road
knee up.
truck driver.
Yeah,
It was-
over the
Last
road.
time he rode.
Was you driving with the door open?
Those over the road
No,
truck
Ice-
drivers,
Ice
they
he got
fucking
out.
got it easy.
Watch this not be true, and he loses his pension.
Under the road is where the real
Yeah,
challenge
well,
is.
that's where you get all the money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I look back on it and I'm like, I probably could have done that. Fucking XM radio.
Dude, I
with
can't-
Opie
I
and
can't.
Anthony
Fuck
for
that.
fucking 8 hours.
Yeah.
Let's go.
bunch
My
of,
uncle,
bunch of lot
just
Let's
lizards.
get in that safe place where you're just jerking off wherever.
Lot lizards. Yeah.
I've had the thought seriously though many times. Like I enjoy driving. Anytime that we've
Yeah.
taken a road trip, I volunteer.
Because I mean, you look at it like how I would do it. So I'd be like, I'd ride in it for 6 months and be like, this seat sucks. And then I would be like, buy a ridiculously dumb seat that's overly comfortable. I would completely change the sound system. I
mean, you could
definitely would have an
totally
area to
get
be
a-
banging hookers.
You could get an auto. You could
Like,
get
I
an
would
auto blow too and
definitely
put us with a
sleep with
fucking.
a- Dude, the road, I'd be not with anyone and just banging chicks.
think
on
so
the
you
road.
would own your own truck?
Yeah.
That's
Let's go all in.
expensive. It's really
all in.
Owner operator.
It'd be
Yeah.
worth it in the
Oh,
end.
we're talking about trucks. I thought we were talking
truck
about
driving.
the RV.
No. I mean, I guess I could do all of that when we start the show. I don't know.
I think we should do it to the RV too. I think we should gut it completely because I know
Yeah.
in my head
It's got to have beads. It's got to have beads
Yeah.
to like. It's the front and the back have to be separated with hippie beads.
I think all of those.
Just help
Dude,
me.
we're gonna be smoking pot in the thing.
No,
That's
we're
to say, hey,
No, we're not.
we're gonna be like, look, the beads will stop it, Jesse.
No,
Keep
you're
driving.
not. You won't be.
all those things are the same.
There's got to
you
be a
know.
huge exhaust fan now that I'm thinking about.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Charcoal filter
Listen,
and all that shit.
You got the door in the center. You walk in. You got the kitchen right in front of you. There's
Are we gonna do? Are we even gonna keep the
fridge.
kitchen or just do fridge?
Well, we could leave the fridge.
You gotta have a place to have like a
Yeah, you should have like a
rewarm.
sink or something
Yeah.
like there. So
Like if
just
we
leave
needed
it.
to like maybe even plug a microwave in.
If it-
Yeah.
or
if
like
it all
a George
works.
Foreman or like your air fryer.
Yeah. So we're gonna need like a little area with like
If
like
it
a
all-
little prep area.
If it all works,
Yeah.
leave it.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's
what
just
I'm
a
saying.
couch and a dinette.
Did you own or your parents own anything like that growing up?
No,
I
I
had
didn't.
an
No,
uncle who
I
did.
didn't do anything.
That's fair.
All right.
No.
My neighbor had one of the big
Moving
ones
on.
growing up.
What a
Had
story.
one of the big ones
No
that you
fun.
drive and it's got the pop out sides and everything.
Yeah.
They used to go to the NASCAR races all the
yeah.
time.
No,
Dude,
my
that thing
cousin.
was
I used to go to my
baller
cousin.
inside.
My cousin always had that stuff.
Yeah.
But he always go to campgrounds. To go to like what's the one?
Crystal
Knoebels.
Lake.
No,
Knoebels.
Knoebels.
Knoebels is
Go
cool.
to Knoebels and do that, or they go. And I went with them, but no,
Yeah.
nobody in like my parents did that shit.
Yeah. I saw one of the new ones, and it was like being in a small condo.
Yo, they
like there was
are-
a step up to the living room.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Unbelievable now.
It was actually it wasn't fun. Like it just felt
No,
like you were.
but
in
you
a,
can
Until you camp in one.
No, but I
Yo,
don't know.
you can
I
get
don't-
'em- you can
I
get
mean,
'em
I guess
relatively
maybe I would
cheap,
want
too.
that vibe.
Till you
I don't know.
camp
No.
in one.
Until you
Would you
get to
wanna go
actually be
camping in
driven
one of
around
those?
in that.
Absolutely.
bitch.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's
My
pretty
parents had
I
one.
like
that-
sleeping
it's
on
got a-
rocks.
My parents has
Watching salamanders fuck. Come
Theirs has
on.
a fireplace in it.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You can get them relatively cheap too. If you get like last year's model,
Yeah.
you can get them for fucking $70,000.
My sister and brother-in-law just got a tow behind. So it's a 38-foot tow trailer. It's got a couple of
Yes,
slides.
that's what I was in. It
and
was
they got it like during COVID when they were like right when COVID started, and the deal that they got off of that thing is like they got like 10 grand off it.
Yeah.
And now it's like the prices are through the roof because
People are buying
during
that
COVID,
shit.
everyone's like, oh, the only thing we can do is go RVing. So everyone,
Yeah. There was
everyone
probably
No,
a
my buddy
small
bought one for like
pocket.
30 grand, and I was like, well, that's like a car.
Yeah.
But it came with everything, satellite,
Yeah.
all
Dude,
that
they're-
shit, heaters, the fucking porch
Nowadays,
comes out, it's all
they're
LED.
badass, man.
Yeah.
There's I even looked at some too. Like you can get ones that like have a full like living
Yep.
room. They got like 3
Yeah, that's what
couches,
Yeah, and then
you got a loft-
42 inch
loft
TV.
bed up
They
top.
got
Comes
stadium
up off the,
seating.
yeah, like comes up off the back. This
Yeah.
was like you
Not
walked
stadium,
in
theater, you know
You
what I mean.
walked in and there was like the kitchen area and there was a place to sit, and then you walked up and then that was where you hung out in like basically a living room, which was like the same size
Yeah.
as this.
It's awesome.
Then in the back there was like a full bathroom or a half bath, and then in the back there was a room just the size of the living room,
Just
which
for
was the
fucking-
master bed.
yeah, for
Yeah.
fucking-
And then there was another area that was another bedroom with 4 bunk beds.
Yeah, bunk beds,
I
yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah,
What is this?
it's awesome.
It is.
That's living, baby. And they got the outdoor kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that
yeah.
good stuff.
all LEDs and shit.
We're
now,
definitely
too.
going to need
Let's be
one.
real. I don't think we have the budget for that.
Yeah.
Oh no! I don't want that to do Road Dogs. And
Yeah, I think it needs to be as like it
yeah,
needs to be.
but
as
I want
shitty
something
as
that also
possible.
like if we like because we should also probably like figure out if we're going to be eating in these places or give it its own look where like we put up a tent that comes off the side of it. And
Well,
we have a
yeah, like
picnic
an
table
awning or
or
something
something.
could
they
be
come
doable.
with it.
Yeah.
They come with the.
So I'm saying is like we can maybe set up like a place where we get the hot dogs. We're not eating in your dumb store, and then we come
Yeah.
outside and just eat outside.
Your store
and
sucks, but if
part
that's
of the
cool,
appeal.
we'd like to set our RV up.
yeah, like film there and stuff, but then
Yeah.
just like eat in the parking lot.
Yeah,
in
because
our
it's
own
so
space.
awkward to do inside of a
Yeah, you
place.
gotta
Like, have
fu-
you guys ever watched like the competitive eaters
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff?
Yeah.
You have to pretend
The-
that you like their shit and be
Well,
like, this is gross.
They have these people, you know, they eat in these competitions, but they got to train, right? They're training. So they're going to these restaurants and having these challenges. Like, you remember Gregory's used to have like the 96-ounce steak,
Yep.
and
I
if you
wish I
eat it,
would've
it's
went to
fucking
Gregory's.
free. Like, it's like a $200 steak otherwise. But, you know, they go to these places and you just show up and it's like, I want to eat your fucking
Yeah.
gut buster challenge, right? And they do that shit. And it's just so awkward. Everybody's in the back of the
great
shot
96er.
and everything. And it's like, oh, man, you know, yeah. For sure. Is that an everything or
It's in everything. I'm gonna go everything.
the fucks with that?
Wow, these look like Willie
But yeah.
Joe's.
So, long story
He went
short,
to Willie Joe's.
don't want to be filming inside people's restaurants and establishments. We definitely want to have like more of a, you could call it a format,
controlled
where-
environment.
A controlled environment.
Yeah, we have.
like-
That's the thing, though, is we have to have a controlled environment because nobody's going to go along with us out of their time to do this until it would be like a thing where I'm like, hey, it's actual numbers. I think we can get a sponsor
like, hey, we're
from
with
something.
the Food Network. They'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, fuck off, Guy Fieri. What happened to your fucking hair? It's gone.
But I mean, like, we're going to have to do everything on ourselves. So it's like it would be better to have some. But I mean, it would also be cool to have a fucking little awning that we can pull out and fucking put a picnic table down there, and then we could drink. We could do whatever. You know what I mean? We can't do that shit in the building.
Yeah.
So if we want to make fucking mixed drinks or
and
something
when you do
inside,
pop-ups, you can sell T-shirts out of the bitch.
yeah, and then we could do shit like that too. And then that's the thing too, is we could also bring it up when we were talking about doing something at Scribbles. Like it's not we could use it for more than.
So you need a never again van.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's time to invest in a mobile.
Yeah, because we could do a lot with
Mobile
it, and we would
studio,
just put it
yeah.
underneath the company
That's what it's
car.
going to end up being.
I don't know.
That's
Not gonna
neat.
lie to you guys. Unbelievable.
He's a real big fan of these dogs.
No, these are good. There's so much chili.
It's definitely better. Do you want another Yakos?
Sure.
There's so much chili. It's so good. Like,
It's so funny. I'm like, we're never gonna eat all these. There's one left.
yeah. Totally.
So, safe to say, A-team tonight at the Hamilton Street location. Yeah, it's good.
I'm only going to Hamilton from now on.
Yeah, but that's what you said about the place that gave you the bad ones. Because you were like, I'm just going here.
People change.
People do change.
A good answer.
That one's really good. That was awesome. Huh. If we would have did that with like Willie Joe's, that would have been tough. That would have been tough.
Tough.
But see, I like that there was a different style dog brought in, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Willie Joe's was really good. And then we found out it's like one of my friend's girlfriend's parents that own that place. So
Oh, really?
joke's on me.
Yeah, but we would be able to then take the mobile thing, 2 Willie Joes, and
That's
you have
true.
an in.
They seemed
Dude,
stoked on the idea when I was telling them about it when I bought them last time. They were like, "Oh, it's cool. We'll have to listen to that."
Yeah.
Whether they did
How about
or
the
not.
idea of
Yeah,
you
they
go
didn't
eat
lie.
something
Once
and
they
go,
listen to it and realize what fucking bumbling idiots we are.
No
Well,
way.
I'm
We
saying if
pushed the
somebody
shit out of
goes,
Willie
"Oh,
Joes.
this isn't good," Tommy's down the street's better. You can go, "Fuck it, we'll just drive there now."
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Thanks for the tip.
We
Yeah.
get Tommy on the spot right now. We'll just take this RV down there.
Yeah, come with us and
We,
prove it.
we could put a call out. You know what I
This
mean?
is
We'll put it
heavy
up on
chili.
the
Dude.
social media. Be like, "Yo, you think you got the best fucking wieners? Show up or show out. Show us where. Give us your address. We'll show up." You know what I mean?
Yeah, rip it out.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
can
mean?
see the
Yeah, we'll just
chili
rip it out with this
from
big
over here is insane.
just like that.
It's ground so much. It's just ground down.
Yeah, it's gritty, salty.
It is gritty,
I don't know.
salty.
I think we should figure it out. I think I want to do more of these shows. That's why I said we can do them in November. But I also want to push the show to where it should be. Like, this show's great, but it's not what this show should be. Like, it's Road Dogs. We should be on the fucking road.
Yeah, we gotta be
Yeah.
on the road. This
How
is
fun would that be?
Yeah, but
we
it's been
did it once a
we
month.
started
Yeah.
this show
Yeah.
in the year
Yeah.
of fucking COVID.
Yeah.
There was no road.
That's true.
Yeah. How weird was it
Today-
when there was just no one on the streets
Yeah.
for like 3 days?
That was kind of great.
It was crazy.
Going to work at
Dude, it
fucking
was,
5 in the morning was like, this is creepy.
It was
There's
like
nobody out.
Night of the Comet.
No.
Remember that 80s movie? Tits and
You know
shit.
what popped up? We were
good. I'm an
watching. We were
85.
flipping through HBO
80s,
Max
so,
the
yeah.
other day, and The Blob popped up. It's like, oh, that's a good one. The Blob. You guys ever seen The Blob?
The blob, the revolting blob.
What was the other thing we were going to talk about?
I don't
There was points I had. It was the RV, and there was
Yeah.
something else. I think it was about doing pop-ups down here.
Yeah.
I want to see if Walters will come here, or try and get a hot dog.
Walters
or
or Mind Machine.
Yeah.
We got to get Mind Machine.
Well, no,
down
my
here.
machine's definitely doing it, but I'm saying I want to do a hot dog pop-up. Like there's Kung Fu dogs. Like, this is why I'm so excited, and I keep trying to explain it to everyone, but they don't realize, like, there are awesome fucking food companies that are only mobile, and they do fucking pop-ups.
Yeah.
And, like, I went today down the street and talked to the fucking council and figured out some things, and it'll cost next to nothing to get a license that'll umbrella me, where I can just do pop-ups out of here, and I can take 2 parking spots out front and bring whoever the fuck would want to come
Yeah.
up here. So
That'd
it's
be
like
cool.
there is a fuck ton of different hot dog places that just do pop-ups or have mobile carts or have like the fucking goddamn trucks that pull up.
Yeah.
Like, I can get food trucks here now. Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want with food for like $100 for the year.
What would be like your first food truck that you would get?
The first thing I'm going to get here is my machine. And what's cool
Does
is
he has a food truck?
no, he has a mobile
It's like a brick oven tow behind.
a mobile brick oven tow behind, but like he wants to
sick.
do porchetta sandwiches.
Okay.
So essentially, the porchetta will be cooked when he brings it here, and then it's just throwing these sandwiches together out of a hot box.
What about food trucks?
Well, I don't even know about food trucks. I just figured it out today. Like, my machine, like what's cool is like my machine just did what the fuck is it? Mama's 2, which is an extremely famous fucking pizza place in fucking New York City, and he sold out of that porchetta sandwich in an hour and a half. Like, there was a line around the fucking building, and then like we were hanging out with him afterwards, and he's like, why don't we just sell that sandwich out of your studio? And I'm like, you want to do that? Like, that'd be cool if he liked me. Like, that's awesome. Like, so I was like, fuck it. So I was like, now I'm gonna bring this fucking sandwich here, and he's like, fuck it, we'll do 2 days. He's like, I'll come up, I'll stay the weekend. He wants to go to the casino. It'll suck because of COVID, but we can still go out and get
Yeah,
fucked
still
up.
go, yeah.
And he's got to bring cheese.
Yeah, so like he's gonna sell probably the mozzarella and the
Oh, so
porchetta
good.
sandwich on Saturday.
So fucking good.
And then Sunday, fucking, he's gonna bring the brick oven thing in, and we're gonna do fucking coal pizza or the brick oven pizza all fucking day.
Not fucking cold pizza.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Coal, I meant.
Yeah, we're selling
but
cold
now
pizza.
Like, and then I talked to Local Stone, and Local Stone's his is a totally different style pizza thing. So he was like, it'd be really easy, and I could do the whole thing out of your lobby.
I want to try that big time.
So like,
Shout out Local Stone.
I figure I do those 2, and then
Best
now
pizza
I at
around.
least know what to do.
yeah.
And I know both of them. But then now I can just reach out to anybody and be like, hey, man, do you want to come up here on a Saturday? I'll promote that you're coming up. We'll do a podcast. We'll film some cooking shit out front, or we'll do a fucking episode like this, but outside and in front of the fucking truck, or have them on, because eventually I'm going to change this all up so none of this shit's here.
Right.
And you can put 5 people at a fucking table without 9 cameras.
Yeah.
So like then you have that person come in and we're just fucking hanging out now, and then this guy's making money selling food here. We got a killer show,
Right.
and I'm bringing shit into the area that you got to drive fucking hours to go get.
Rejuvenate this little town.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking pumped. Like it's like everyone's like, do food, and I'm like, I'm not working fucking 60 hours a week and fucking sweating over a goddamn flat top.
No,
like I could do cooler projects,
but
and make the same
orchestrating
amount
other
of money.
fucking people to come here and sweat over their flat
Yeah.
top.
But it's not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
that. It's like I don't
promote
want
'em.
I don't want to
Dude.
work fucking. You know, we could have a window open where we work fucking from 5 to 9, and make what we would fucking working for an entire month trying to sell fucking
Right.
food out of this dumb town. So I'm like, fuck, like I don't want to fucking do that. But it's cool because like now it's like these people want to fuck with the show. But it's town is dumb. I'm trying to change it, man.
I love
I'm
you,
trying
like-
to fucking change it.
Yeah, you know, I went down there. Yeah, they said they were cool with everything. I'm trying to sell food out of this stupid town.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I wish these
It
motherfuckers would buy
sucks.
some
It
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah,
Do you think I wanted to be the
Yeah.
person to fucking do something cool here?
I think you should only
Sucks. I
when you
wish
do
somebody
that,
else
though,
would do it.
holding
Just
this
energy,
whole
time.
fucking place up.
You should
all
only
the cool
sell
on your
like
shoulder.
shit beer too.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
High
no,
Life.
see, that's the other thing too. Is
You know.
I'm like IPAs, all this brewery shit, awesome. Now you got kids fucking playing Jenga. I'm out.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah.
bringing back now, what I only drink, really good garage beer.
Yes.
Really good
Yes.
Granite Peels, fucking High Life.
Slow clap for this man right now.
Genesee.
And all that shit. Not the hipster
Yeah.
stuff. I'm talking the shit that they won't pay too much money for. Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Great beer.
Your IPA
Coors
can
Light.
suck my
$4
ass.
PBR
Yeah.
pounders.
Yeah.
Keystone Light.
Yeah.
I'll drink 25 of them and be
Yeah.
okay to drive.
Cash only.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm
What's the
excited to do food, though.
a place on Southside Bethlehem that they were like cash only PBR pounders. Me and my buddies went there a while ago. That You're Welcome In.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And they like, I don't know if they closed down or whatever because who knows what happened there. But
Oh, they went under before COVID.
yeah, I remember like going in there and they're like, yeah, well, whatever, 6 PBR pounders. He was like, yeah, it was so dumb. It was like $10.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh. So we give the cover like cash only, and then we realized like that none of us have cash. We don't have cash on us. What are you supposed to do now?
It's rare I have cash. Only unless I'm going to Pots.
Always got cash.
He does that too.
I only have cash when I go to Yahoo's.
They're not cash only, are they?
You,
No, they got the card.
Certain locations are.
Yeah.
I
I don't think they'll change over there.
I give cash anyways just because I feel awkward giving them my card because I know they have to pay taxes on it. Off the record.
Thank you.
What food truck would
Thank
you
you
want?
for understanding
What
that.
food truck would you want here?
Ooh.
I don't have a. I really don't. I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it. It was
don't
at I caught up with this truck at Bacon Fest downtown once. As you know, that festival does really, really good.
They're still having it this year. It's just tickets though.
Yeah, whatever. But like,
Like here's how we should have done it.
trouble is
Yeah,
there's
but not
so
10,000
many
people.
trucks. I
Virtual
can't remember the
Bacon
name of
Fest.
this.
You can
Get outta
you can
here.
sweat.
Oh, this place has
Music,
like
I can't believe Music Fest attempted that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were
I
like,
thought
yeah,
that
we
was a
had
big fail.
200 million people log on.
Sure.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Who was keeping the stats?
Sure you
yeah.
did, Dana White.
Yeah.
This card is rearing up to be the most social media thing talked about ever. Is it?
We just did a wrap on a food truck up
They let you eat it?
up in Jim Thorpe. No, they're not ready yet, but they do like donuts and coffee.
Yeah.
And apparently they're
Scranton's got a lot of good ones.
on the
good
top.
idea.
It's called like Donards Donuts. They're in Jim Thorpe.
Yeah. See, like those are what I would reach out to.
Yeah.
Not like local stuff's cool, but everyone's had it. So like the one up in Scranton was What the Fork, and I got it at the tattoo convention, and that was like baller legit food where like they were on like the Today Show and shit
Yeah.
like that. So it'd be cool to bring shit like that down.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it. Who cares? I'm more interested in pop-ups than the trucks. Like I want to get Gothenburger to come up. Like that's on my hit list. Like shit like that. Like if we can get Kung Fu Dog or Walter's Dogs to come up, like that'd be dope. I love going to those places, so it'd be cool. Like I have so many friends who are like, oh, I can't go. Like when we went Wednesday, like who the fuck could go to that?
Yeah, I know.
No one.
Yeah.
I knew was like, yeah, I'm in. It was just me and Kevin.
I couldn't.
I had to clear the fucking day, and it fucked me the rest of the week. But it was worth it. But I'm like,
Worth
all
it.
right, well, if I can bring that shit here on a Saturday, and all my friends can come try it out and like support my machine and like buy these food, and like if it works well, it'll be fucking dope. We'll get some really cool food into the area. That's how I can get my creative food out, because then I'll start cooking with them, and then if I want to start doing shit where I'm like, hey man, let's make our own hot dogs and let's just sell them out front on a Saturday and do a road dogs, and we made our own hot dogs, and now we can make money off of selling hot dogs.
Road dogs.
Like who cares? Like that's so to do whatever the fuck we want. There's nothing going on in this town.
I'm having fun with it. Eating fucking hot dogs is great.
I said to the lady, I was like, you know what's cool about Nazareth? And I'm like, she's like, what? I'm like, no one does anything, so it's dirt cheap. And I was like, and every weekend, it's free to do whatever you want because no one's holding anything. I was like, if I was trying to get a permit to sell food in fucking Easton or Bethlehem, I'd be paying out the ass.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, well, what's going on this weekend? Another festival? Like, fuck that. They do 2 things here, Martin on Main and the Fall Festival, and they both suck. I don't care who agreed. Oh, no, the Fall Festival was cool. Was it? Buying knitted fucking rugs out back.
Do they have knitted rugs?
Stupid.
Should we put one of those
Stupid.
Should we put one of those in the RV?
Stupid. I'm not buying Afghans. No one bought that lady's Afghans. She had fucking hopes and dreams. They died in that police parking lot.
Put one in the RV. We'll put one in the RV, dude.
Did you go? What did you think? I didn't go. I saw when they were setting up.
I just went to drop off the computer here,
Yeah.
and then I went.
What was the vibe?
Mad J's.
I got dirty looks
Piss
from
poor
like
is
the...
boring. They tried to make it an Oktoberfest. It's not Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kyle.
And I don't know if it's from this. I don't think anyone listens to this, but like I publicly bash the chamber as much
would
as
too.
I can.
I would fuck
So
it.
like they were all just like I wasn't getting like a friendly vibe.
I
from
will
them.
legit fuck you.
So I was
no
like-
one likes you. You
But then
fucking
I was like
thieves.
I was like out there, and I'm just like I look like a weirdo to begin
Here,
with.
give us hundreds of dollars so you can have our other asshole people buy your shit for one day. Fuck off.
I look like a weirdo to begin with the mustache. I look like
Fuck
a walrus.
off.
I'm wearing fucking linen and a tank top.
Yeah,
I
you-
was on,
That's
I was on
how
a
you-
half an
Around your
edible.
linen.
I was on a half an edible
No,
and
that's-
out there trying to get James.
That's how you
Electric
get your
hooked up.
business started. We'll write an article about you. Fuck off.
I look like a walrus.
Yeah, so they weren't like they didn't say hi. They didn't ask me what my business was. They were just kind of like. The other thing is, I think they feel uncomfortable is because they shut down the streets so people can't get to these businesses, and then they just start setting up their shit in front of your business. And
Yeah.
if you're not working with them, it's got to be awkward for them because like they're like, oh, we didn't tell you, but we are.
Dude, we should-
we
we
do
should-
have a beanbag.
we should have just kept
tournament
walking-
in front of your fucking door. I'm like, what?
We should have just been carrying stuff all day long back and forth.
We got
in the
some
studio.
real serious cornholers here from all across the country.
They do leave. But see, this is the thing for next year. They do leave a note, and they're like, "Hey, look, if you'd like to step outside of your building and try and sell something, you can." But like, I know it's coming next year, so I'll bring in a food vendor. I'll bring in, you know what I mean? Like, if I throw a huge party, like get more people, like, because they have tickets, and I'll be like, "Well, these
Why
people
don't
are
we
here
treat
for
it?
my
Why
party."
don't why don't we just treat it as like the block
fuck
party,
the whole thing.
have our own band, and have our own
Thank
DJ
you.
outside the thing, and just go fuck
Yeah.
it. There's our own
Wait,
stuff.
we
Yeah,
got a
there you
DJ
go.
right here.
DJ, yeah. Oh,
I'll put him in the fuck. I'll put you in
do
the
that.
fucking window.
Yeah.
I'll put you in the window. You put the speakers outside the window.
hilarious.
dude, that'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
What about DJ Heavy Kev?
He's probably working.
always working.
Yeah, I don't know, but she was like, "Yeah, if you want to sell stuff," and I'm like, "Well, what if I took that and like really like, you know, so started selling food. I'm selling dollar waters, just undercut everybody, get
No,
like
just hire,
Shit.
hire,
Yo.
hire
Everybody on
a
the block. China Walk coming for you.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the old like Tom Green's?
Yeah, the
skit?
undercutters.
When he was
pizza.
undercutters,
Show up with a tackle box full of
Tackle
toppings
box?
and shit.
Oh, he was so scared.
he used to walk up behind people and he like had that thing. He's like, bup,
I am,
bup, 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 bup,
it's,
bup, undercutters.
He's like, "I am undercutters.
I am
Pizza."
undercutters. Pizza.
And the guy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Sir, he's offering that pizza for this amount of money." And he's like, "Did you get pepperoni?" He tried to hit him with a hammer. But they went over the best of like years later. And he's like, "I legitimately thought the dude was going to put a claw hammer in my head."
Whatever happened to his boy Glenn?
They had a falling out. And
Glenn?
I don't think they talk anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I think like because he like released his number on the show. And,
Oh
like,
yeah, he used to torture him.
yeah,
really
But there was a
badly.
perfect guy to
Glenn.
torture.
Yeah.
I used to love when
Humpneck,
he
Hollywood Humpneck.
he
He would just push that he wanted to be a star, and he just made the guy come on because he needed somebody on the show with him.
Glenn.
So he,
Hollywood
He made his
Humpneck.
his buddy come on, and then made stuff up about him.
when
that's-
he
that's good.
when he did the thing with the Samsey in the subway.
Oh yeah,
it
yeah, that was his best stuff.
He's like, no. He was in that like glass, that like plexiglass box.
Are you talking
know?
about when he went to Japan?
And he was in Canada, whatever, but he was like smoking a cigarette and he was like, he walked into like the subway, like the store, the sub shop. and he was like smoking a cigarette, and he was in that plexiglass box, you know, and they were like, "Oh, sir, you can't smoke." He goes, "No, it's okay. I have the SAMC." And they're like, "No, sir, you can't." He's like, "No, it's a SAMC." And they're like, "What is it?" He goes, "It's a space age mobile smokers environment." And he's like, he's picking up this plexiglass box, and he's just ripping a cigarette like in that whole box. Is the funniest thing.
I thought his best work was when he did the Tokyo subway hour. Did you ever watch that? He goes over to Japan, and like as soon as he gets there, there's like way too many people, and there's like 1,000 people on the escalator, and he lays down in front of the escalator like when they're coming up, and no one like it's surprising like how people aren't
very
rude
polite.
there.
Yeah,
so
very
everyone was
polite.
like, "Oh, sorry," and he's like napping, and then it just is this whole backload of just like people not knowing where to go. It's so good. He sees a shaman while he's there.
He is so
He's doing karaoke.
as far as like comedy goes, like he's just underrated. Like you don't see anything like that anymore because
No.
people wouldn't react the same way they did.
I don't think you can get
then
away with it.
as they would now.
no,
Yeah.
they would have the slutmobile.
Yeah. It's so good.
But like all that stuff he did, I mean, that was like in my opinion, like best TV is when like that was at its peak and it was starting to come down, and then Jackass was coming up right up behind that.
Yeah.
So it was like you had Tom Green, then you had Jackass coming right behind it.
when he did Freddy Got Fingered, that was
That was
That was kind of
incredible.
put a nail in it.
You didn't like that
shit was
movie?
dumb. No, but like Road Trip was
like
funny.
blew a
He was in like
horse on the
Road
side of
Trip.
the
That was-
road.
Yeah, I love Freddy Got Fingered. It was so good.
Yeah.
See, that was just a step too far. That was like Borat. Or
He was hanging out with that.
But some people love Borat.
Oh, of course.
I'm not really into Borat. I mean, I'll watch the new one. I mean, it's funny. But
I saw.
what was the other one he did that was like super gay because he knew
Bruno.
everyone? Yeah, but he did that because
Yeah.
he knew everyone would watch it. It was just like him shoving dicks in his face.
Right, and I just saw him doing some speech, and he was like, I did those to bring awareness to these things, like see how rudely everybody treated him when a
Yeah.
gay man's running around doing his thing, or when this foreign guy comes around not knowing shit, and it was like. I was kind of enlightened by it. Like, wow, he planned all that stuff to be super ironic yet really meaningful and impactful if you could really get the message.
Yeah.
That guy's got a twisted head, man.
Yeah,
Sacha
dude, he
Baron
used to
Cohen,
do,
that guy's up.
what was the original shit he used to do before Borat and all
He
that?
did
when
Ollie
was-
G, man.
Yeah,
Ollie G was
Ollie
funny
G,
as shit.
yeah.
It was HBO, right?
You girls ever been to England? You want to see the real Big Ben?
I love all the. He did some cool stuff.
That shit was good.
Was he in?
He was married to that crazy chick from Wedding Crashers, wasn't he?
still
The
is.
Stage 5 clinger?
Still is.
Yeah, see, there you go.
The redhead.
Yeah.
What else is she in? She's in.
She's in the Magician movie.
Yeah. She's hot.
Yep.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah, I heard she likes walruses.
Ooh my.
You're in luck. Oh. We happen to know one of
Who
those.
bashed the
Chamber of Commerce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty badly.
That was funny because I was just out there and I was like, I wonder if like these people hate me. I don't know.
I don't
know.
know.
They tried to
Somebody
work with me
listens.
twice, and both times they gave me a different number, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Mad J's Barbecue paid
Because
this."
it's made up.
I'm like, "Why would I do that?"
They
And
just
then,
want
I don't know.
money.
I
Just
talked to
give
my-
us money.
I talked to like my landlord and shit, and I was like, "I'll just bring businesses in through you, and then not use the Chamber of Commerce because they just try and like take people's money as soon as they come in." Like the lady came up from the chamber and she's like, "Hey, the guys here, they want RCN," and I was like, "No," I said they got to go through the landlord. Like there's like a big thing, and like they don't want wires everywhere, and the landlord paid to have like this unit thing put in where it's like you just drill through one wall and it's an easy hookup. Like they do not need a third party. And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna leave my card, and if you want." And you get them to do this, like it's $60, and I'm like, cool, like I don't fucking care, and we already have a fucking cable guy, like
Hey,
get out of here.
Go fuck yourself.
She was a nice woman. Probably, I don't know.
I don't like her.
She
Fuck
probably
her.
wouldn't have
I
cared if
control-
I smoked
I don't
cigarettes.
I
like
control
her
the
either.
video.
How many cats do you think she has?
18.
I don't know.
I really don't like this video.
Is she the one that made those blankets?
I was telling a bunch of people that I wanted to buy like 10 beagles and then just start
Oh.
walking them around fucking Nazareth. They're just shitting everywhere and barking.
Beagles have the weirdest bark, dude.
Yeah, like
It's obnoxious.
I'm sorry, not beagles, basset
Basset
hounds,
hounds.
the big
Oh, well,
fucking
yeah.
boss hogs. Yeah, like 15, 20
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
not a good sound.
What would you name them?
All of them boss hog.
All of them. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
I don't know. I think the chamber's stupid. I talked to some people and they I don't know. Do either of you use a Chamber of Commerce?
You're in this fucking town, dude.
No.
No.
Not a chance.
I'd like to push them out. I feel like they don't. I don't feel like they don't help anyone.
We've never dealt with them. They've never asked us to do anything for them. Like,
that's the thing, though, is I feel like they
through,
only ask select people to.
Yeah, you've got to be in
work
that.
with them.
That's like a. I mean, honestly, like that's like a cult.
Yeah, almost like a church group.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
We'll help you succeed.
Yeah.
I talked to them,
We'll
and
push you
she
up.
pitched it on me for like an hour,
Yeah.
and she was cool, and I thought maybe about it, but then I was like, I don't have that kind. I just don't have money to blow like that. Like we're just starting out. I don't know what we are, and then now I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like I don't.
You know what?
You haven't asked me to do anything. One, and then it's just like I tried to work with you, and you just keep giving me 3 different numbers. Like you just fuck people over.
I think we did stuff for the Northampton Chamber once. We did like a sign or two, but that was about it. Like,
Yeah.
like we know them, but they're not setting the world on fire.
Do you get approached to be in like magazines? Like, hey, do you want us to put you in
Clipper?
an ad?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
The Clipper.
No way. I wouldn't want it anyway.
Yeah, that's all.
Get out of here. I have a private little space that I do my work in.
Yeah.
I don't have some retail location where you walk into my showroom or anything like that. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want anything like that.
No.
I got a private space. Barely anybody knows who's where it is unless they're coming there and they're somebody I've already screened. You know what I mean? I don't really even have just like randos meet. You know what I mean? I got to talk to a new client and feel them out first before it's even, you know? So, yeah, fuck that. I don't want to be involved with anything like that.
You don't want an award because you paid to be in a style magazine?
No, those kind of accolades don't really do it for me, Mike. The only kind of
They only matter when you get real awards like we got.
Oh.
Real awards, gentlemen. Look on that
Best.
table right there.
fucking best podcast in the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah. It was tight. We were up against another show that had 4 episodes out, used 2 of our guests, and
And recorded it in a fucking attic. Go fuck yourself.
Well, hey, they did it with love, didn't they?
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you
Cool.
have the other guy who, it's a news program. It's not a podcast. They're news.
That's news. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
very late night news, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I heard a contest they were in. I couldn't even tell you what any of the other fucking shows on the list were.
Even when they wanted to do a podcast festival, I was like, shut up.
Yeah, remember it was like select.
You mean a
headphones
podcast?
on?
What was that like? That sounds like a COVID.
No,
fest.
they wanted to do a podcast festival, and they invited a certain select people, and then they were going to tell you how you get started doing podcasts. The
Yeah.
problem is, all of those podcasts were horseshit.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go to you and ask you anything. Fuck you. And then if you wanted to be one of the people on the panel, you had to pay to go in it.
I don't know. When I first got into it, I don't know what other podcasts were out. I listened to Andy's podcast, and I thought he had a really good, legitimate podcast, and I really liked the Finishers podcast because those guys always just talk shit. And then that's
Where
what
the fuck is Andy anyway? I haven't talked to him in a long
Jersey.
time. Really? He moved to Jersey?
Yeah, he lives in Jersey. He does Panties in the Mouth with Nate Marshall, and I wanted to have them both on, but
Nate Marshall's funny.
yeah. No, I want to use them when we do, because I also, when I was there today too, I was like, hey, I don't want to just do this hot dog or this food thing. Like, I want to do events down at the park. I'm like, I want to redo the amphitheater and start doing comedy outside for free and having music there and just like hosting events there. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you got to run that all by the fucking council. And I was like, cool. I was like, I got to redo the park, so I'll
Dude,
come down next Thursday. And
I
I'll be like,
flew the fucking
all you
drone.
got to do is not make them spend money. And they're like, yeah, okay.
No, I flew the. I
All I
flew,
have to say is, hey,
like
I'm
this.
going to get my buddy to power wash the
Yeah.
wall, then we're going to paint it,
Yeah.
and I'll get my landscaper guy to donate 2 blue lights. That's
dude,
it.
I flew the drone around
The
the
fucking
fucking
half day of work.
amphitheater. It'd be so fucking cool,
Yeah.
the shots you can get.
Yeah.
I flew all around it with the fucking drone. I was
It's
like,
a cool
this is going to be
space,
fucking
though.
awesome.
No one
dude.
uses it. There's a fucking amphitheater with a giant hill, and you can just sit. Like, there's a shitload of room in
Yeah.
front of it. Then on the back, then up on the hill, there's a ton of room. So I was like, fuck it. I don't care. I'll just do that, too. And they were like, yeah. Oh, well. I want to do stuff.
Done.
Why wouldn't we want to do stuff?
Why wouldn't you?
I'd rather pay to be in a style magazine.
You think?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know, but you got like a photo
A
shoot
style
and shit.
magazine that only gets delivered to local business.
They
You know,
probably
I
charge you over $1,000 for like 6 episodes or 6 issues. You
I
think?
worked
$3,000.
for
$3,000.
I thought I heard to get a full paid shot and make it sound like you're the best person in the
I
world.
worked for Lehigh Valley Style for like a hot sec.
Did you like it? You would
Like a
work there.
month.
You probably got fired because you like banged 6 chicks that worked there.
I got fired because I was too cool.
You would just not help and sit on your desk with a leather jacket on. Whatever, guys. We get to write about
Popping
me.
collars,
Yeah.
popping collars. What's up?
Free mustache rides.
Showed up on his motorcycle one time.
Yeah, once. No, so the company that does Lehigh Valley Style,
Yeah.
at the time they had like a graphics department, and it was Innovative Sign and Graphics.
Yeah.
And before I started at Scribbles, I worked at that place. I got a job there because they had like, full benefits, all this like just crazy shit, and it was salary and like all this stuff.
All
and
the stuff you tell your parents are like, you made it.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah. And, like,
You have insurance.
they gave me this big binder with like all this shit. I was like, Mom,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I
what
always
this-
gave that to my mom. She's
like,
like, oh,
Mom,
no, this,
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But I was there for like a month, and then I was like, this place is in such shambles. Like, I spent a whole month just fixing the printers, fixing like this, fixing that, and I was the only person
Give a shit.
there. And then like I was like, yeah, I like to do wraps and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we really don't really have a facility for that. And I was like, okay, well, this is fun. I gotta go. Like, I'm overqualified for this, and so I started Scribbles.
I wonder who runs that now.
don't know.
I just know it's expensive, and then at first I always thought it was cool. Like I was like, oh, you're highlighting magazines. Then when I saw like behind the bullshit, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I mean, as far as I know, and I don't know, I assume I can name drop on here if that would be okay on the Road Dogs. But Paul Prass.
You want to take a vote before he
sure.
says it?
Well, I already said it, so.
All right.
Okay, and there we go.
I don't even know the fucking guy.
Yeah. So the owner's name was Paul Prass at the time, as far as I know, and they were innovative. It was like Innovative Publishing or something like that, but they did Lehigh Valley Style, and they had like a team of like 5 girls that were like designers, like whatever. That's all they did.
What was the magazine that had was it Pulse Weekly that had the trashy
oh,
chicks on the back?
Yeah.
Pulse
Like the
Weekly.
bartender of the week or whatever the
Yeah.
hell it was.
Local
yeah.
models
Yeah.
with it was like the Donatella fucking modeling agency. It was always that one
Yeah.
modeling agency that had the
There
girls.
was a couple of smoke shows that came
Yeah,
on
there
there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there sure were.
Who
but
were they?
still,
Oh,
come on.
I never
Mike.
jerked off to that magazine. I wish I would have. It would have been a better story.
Yeah.
Like choking myself in a gas station bathroom.
You're probably You're probably the guy that got the Pulse Weekly, set it down and put the silly putty on it so you can keep it for later.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you just said your trick.
Yeah.
No, I
Nobody
never.
ever did that as a kid?
No. Oh
Never.
no! You're saying like you would
Like
have,
with the comics and shit,
Yeah.
you take the silly putty and take the ink off the.
No.
No, you've never done that.
My parents probably got me silly putty once, and I ate
Yeah.
it. Like that was probably the end of them buying silly putty
No?
in the Feuerbach house.
You were one of those rich kids.
I didn't know. I just didn't fuck with ink any more than I had to. I delivered newspapers. My hands were black at the end of
well.
every morning. It's just what it
Well,
was.
when you would deliver
Hard
the
work.
newspaper, I would take the
that
silly.
shit sucked.
I would take the silly putty and you like squash it down on the comic and lift it up, and it like had the image on
transfer.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Pulse Weekly. Who ran that?
Good question.
I don't know.
Somebody
That was tied
associated
to-
with Croc Rock?
No,
maybe?
wasn't that? That
Yes.
was tied to one of
Yeah.
the newspapers. That
It
was,
was Morning Call.
yeah.
Was it tied to Morning Call?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
Crocodile
wait,
Rock used to dump money in that like fucking crazy.
No, so was it? It was Paul. What did Morning Call did a they did something like that. What was it called? It wasn't Pulse Weekly.
Go.
No.
Wasn't it Go?
There was a Go.
No. I did photography for them for like a hot second.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
So well-rounded, this one.
But all right, so they would like pay me a stupid amount of money, and we used to go out every Thursday, every Friday, and you just had to take
Do you
photos
know
of,
how to
of
take
the Miller.
pictures? Like, were you a photographer at the time?
No, not really. I just made shit up.
But who did you lie to?
I
Was
could
it
make
through
a-
the printing company
I
you
could
were
make a
working
photo
for?
look good.
Yeah.
I just had a nice camera, and I like wasn't a
Yeah, but how they didn't approach you and were like, "Hey, we'd like you to take pictures."
Well, no, I just wasn't a slouch. I had a clue, and so I had, and plus my cousin worked there, and so
Oh,
when
there
I-
you go. My cousin,
There you
my
go.
Yeah.
cousin's a photographer.
So my cousin was like, "Hey, listen, do you want to take photos for blah blah blah? That they run in the Morning Call. It's Thursday, Friday, every other. So it was like 2 weekends a month." And they'll pay you like a stupid amount for like 2 hours. You go to 2 bars, and you go with like the Miller Lite girls. They used
Oh
to
yeah, I
go
forgot
out,
they used
like-
to post those pictures.
and then you
too.
like take photos.
They're doing like shots.
It
with
was,
the,
Yeah.
the
so
girl
it's
in
in
the
my time.
referee outfit.
It's like it's like something night. Yeah, I forget. Anyways,
Big Woodies.
Big
yeah.
Woody's always
we
would
were like
advertise.
Big
Yeah,
Woody's,
they
Stooges.
They did have
Yep.
smoking hot
yeah.
girlfriend or chicks over in Forks
So-
that bartended there.
We would do
trash.
that, and but you'd hang out with like these Miller Lite reps, and they would go because they were all basically drunks. And
I forgot about beer reps. I
Yeah.
forgot about how
Beer
I
reps,
used to
yeah.
work at a bar.
And so you'd bullshit with those guys, and they'd just be like, "Hey, do you want a beer? Do you want a beer? Do you want a beer?" And then
Yeah.
so now you're running around taking photos. You're getting paid like $200 a night, and you're slugging 5 or 6 beers for like 3 hours of work,
Yeah.
and all I'm doing is just taking photos.
I forgot because
such a
they had
good,
all that
like,
in those.
That's a good
It
job.
was such a good
It's a good
job.
gig.
Like, it was so stupid.
It's a gig. That's not a job. It's
Yeah.
a gig.
Honestly,
You run that for as
morons.
long as you can.
Morons.
Yeah. I forgot about that whole
Now
bar
that-
thing
hey.
that they used to do. What do they do now?
Now the morning call
Yelp
charges you like
reviews?
to go on their website.
Yeah,
They're like,
get outta here.
You've used all your free views.
I do miss Lehigh Valley
yeah.
Live.
Fuck, that morning call does
do
that
miss
shit.
Lehigh Valley
Maybe that's
Live.
what they.
Lehigh Valley Live is what
Yeah, they're on
fucking banned
subscription
me.
now. They're on like paywall.
They
kind of
banned
deal.
me because I would just make every headline. I would just be like, "You stupid!" It was getting bad. What happened? And I'll tell you
We've
why
had
I
some fun
got.
there.
I'll tell you
We've
why I
had
got
some
banned.
real fun there.
I'll tell you why. People were upset that I got banned because I just would shit on it every fucking day.
Yeah.
More people would like my comment than
Than
the dumb
anything.
article.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I started fucking talking about how stupid my wife was. Like, it would be about some lady and be like, "Oh, this sounds just like my fucking fat ex-wife who I had to put in place." But then people don't know me,
People
so
know,
they're
they
like,
just
they're
jump
like,
down
then
to
it
that
was
guy's
like,
wife.
it'd be these housewives that would get in the comments and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't talk to women like that." And I'd be like, "Oh, well, you're next, toots." I'm like, just making it sound like some fucking like abusive male. And I would just laugh and like be doing it on my breaks at work. And then,
God, dude.
That's
and then
Top level
I think
trolling.
that's what happened is I had housewives that start turning me in.
Yeah.
And then because I mean I said some fucked up shit where like Lehigh Valley Live was liking it, but once I started like trashing like wives and like making it sound like I abuse women, I think the housewives is what turned me in.
Yeah.
Or some fucking white knight who then messaged that some fucking
So
divorcee.
Yeah.
He was like,
Like,
"Whoa, I told
let
on
him talk.
that Michael
I understand.
guy."
Yeah.
Don't worry, I know someone behind the scenes. He's
Sell
gonna
me
get
your
it taken
tennis
care of.
sneakers.
so whatever happened to your
They just banned me, and then I mean, someone was like, "You can make a whole nother account and go through a private Facebook." Like, get out of here.
yeah. You
Jesus Christ.
wow.
you should have did that and then got on it. You'd be like, yeah, where's that Mike Fauerbach? I respect him.
Yeah, it was too much work to get back on.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, but I was like, I made it a point to like basically tell them to fuck off every single post. Like, it was getting tough to keep up with, but I hated their posts. So, like, I followed them somehow, and then I just would read it, and I'd be like, "Ugh, like
Such
this
garbage.
is just garbage fucking
Lehigh Valley
writing."
Live's the fucking worst. It's a
Almost as bad as
disease.
Lehigh Valley with Love.
And yet-
both those are fucking just horse shit fucking piles of like what they're saying they're supposed to be. And I can't wait to like in 3 years when like that business no longer exists and you're fucked.
steamy piles of dump.
Have fun going back to a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Guys, this has
Fucking
been
dickhead.
a long podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. We can end it.
Road Dogs.
That's been an hour.
10. Yeah. Got an hour.
Been
in.
about an hour. I think it was called Night. Was it called Nightcrawler?
Yes, it was.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
I think so.
It was like an
Yeah,
article
but
in the
isn't-
back.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a creepy fucking murder movie now?
That
No,
was
it
with,
was about
what's his name?
with
He was
Jake
a reporter.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, wasn't he a reporter that would report on murders and he started
Yeah.
doing shit?
Yeah.
Which is what I think
He-
like the play on was like it was a seedy nighttime.
I don't
thing.
think he did. I don't know if he did.
Yeah, he
shit
set
in
up
that movie.
stuff.
Or yeah, he just like took photos of people like that. You see a car accident and like,
But I think-
the guy's like laying on the road dying, and he's just like
is it
taking
Nightcrawler?
photos.
It's
of
Night
yeah,
something.
no, it's Nightcrawler.
It's worth watching.
Nightcrawler, yeah.
Yeah. There's like 2 scenes you can jerk off to.
Which ones?
Yeah.
He gets in the
You
shower.
have timestamps?
And then
yeah.
he uses
You
the
pause it.
restroom. He does a potty time at a gas station.
My fingers hurt. This is fucking. I hate video.
Hey, your back's
Your
gonna
fingers
hurt.
hurt now. Your back's good.
Fucking
Why don't you
video.
plug why don't you
Mr.
plug
Gilmore.
the hot dogs?
So good to
Do
see
you have like a
you.
website on the hot dogs?
Or that was Carl from Big Daddy.
Oh, Carl.
Hey,
yeah.
Carl. So good to see you.
I love the in.
My friend Carl.
Thegoodfrank.com.
Thegoodfrank.com.
Yeah,
That's
give
where
that
you can
guy
get
a
these
shout
hot dogs.
Tyrone.
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 and Marcelo.
Where did you get your hot dogs from? They were
Yakko's. Yep, Yakko's Modern Life.
All right. Do either of you want to plug your businesses?
No, not really.
Okay.
I think
Get
we
rad.
need to. Yeah.
My business has been pretty good lately. If I can keep this momentum going for a while, I'm working with some really nice new product.
Yeah.
Hit me up if you want to.
I
Rad.
love the shots you get on the vehicles.
Yeah.
Where you like come around the ass of the car.
Oh, you like those little
You
videos?
make 'em look good.
I've been doing that
Yeah.
for years and years and
Yeah.
years. It's funny to actually see other detail outfits like doing that with their social media. You know, you
No, I
kind
always
of
like
see
that.
a trend kind of occur, but I always try to put like a catchy song that I'm just listening. It's whatever I'm listening
Yeah.
to. It's not like I'm trying to. I guess I just listen to good.
He listens to
shit.
good music.
Listen to
He
good
does.
shit.
Listens
but-
to good
Yeah,
music.
it's usually just whatever is playing at the time. It's like, oh, Let's film that.
Maybe a little Ace
See
Rock.
it?
No one
Looks
knows.
pretty good under the lights. A lot of people love that.
I
They
do.
love to see their car looking
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah.
know, that's more for the customer than even just
No,
viewers.
but I know people who like detail and shit, and they're like, "Here's the car," and it's just like a long shot. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you show the curves, you show all the things that you appreciate about
things
the
that
car.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
Yeah,
Like look at now that light bends. On
You make
that
it sexy.
curve there. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
not easy to do.
Yeah.
Big booty hoe.
And these guys,
What are you
putting-
guys working
putting
on?
big stickers on shit.
Oh shit.
Was
We're
that?
busy.
I was trying to remember which one of you really degraded the other person's business. Was it you told him that he just washes cars?
Yes,
think-
I remember that. You said, go wash a car.
Yeah, and then he just goes, "Oh, whatever, go put a fucking sticker on something." I was thinking about that today.
That sounds about right.
Hey, I've employed him to do his
Yeah.
sticker affixing in my shop too. You know what I mean?
We we do what we can. We're staying busy.
What are you working on? Anything cool, big, new?
We finished up that one for Exilio for the Votech. Yeah, that was
yeah.
pretty cool. We had Josh Colt come up, take some photos of it.
What
It
was their
pretty
theme this
What's he
time?
been up
on
to?
Instagram. I don't know. He got a concussion like last year, so he's being a real weirdo. But otherwise,
You're the second person that told me that.
No, that's
yeah.
true.
Otherwise,
Make it 3.
he still takes great photos.
I'm just kidding, Josh. You're not weird. I love you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
did have a concussion. And you got your bell fucking
I
rung.
mean, we definitely love you, but I mean, you're definitely weird. But he took some badass photos of the thing, and that was so actually that was a pretty cool project because we had a local kid from Bethlehem Votech come in, and we gave him a bunch of templates. And since Gacilio works so closely with Bethlehem Votech, they came in, and this kid won the contest. Like they had all the Votech kids like draw like on the whatever of like just what like Bethlehem is and this and that. And this kid won. So we took all his drawings that he made, like we gave him scale templates, took all the drawings, blew them up, and put them on the truck.
just boners
That's dope.
and boobs. And
So it
just,
looks like they're all
just hand
Well, that's
sketched.
that's
just
a-
wieners.
That's a
and,
funny story actually.
Oh, yeah.
We had to flag the kid. You know what I mean? I know what he's up
I love
to.
that you brought it. I love that you brought it full circle back to
code.
Votech.
Yeah. But the kid was so. Here's a funny story, and not that it's gonna matter much anything, but this kid, I think we caught the kid trying to draw like hide secret dicks in the.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I have a couple of art things that I'll show you on the T-shirts where people think that the artist
Yeah.
was trying to hide things.
And I
in
don't
it.
think he really was, but I was like, yo, if I was 18 years old and I was like, tell my friends, like,
Yo,
check out where I drew the
they
dick.
call-
hide
Yeah,
see
but
dicks
that's
all
also
night.
something that's
Disney.
going to be on a resume.
Ah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what
they
I mean?
called that dude from Disney. He's fucked. Like
Yeah.
they got it out of dicks and all this stuff and
Yeah.
weird like things, and he's in jail. Like
Oh,
can
you
get in
mean
trouble.
over there all the years?
In, like, cartoon
all that
jail?
crazy
Yeah.
shit?
They all tied it together.
That was
and
one
he's-
fucking guy?
One dude what ran. He controlled all the writers and all the people. Oh yeah.
Shit.
What
I
was he
heard
doing?
about that, but I didn't know like that.
What was he doing? We'll end on this story.
They just had random dicks things. There was weird pictures of like, what's her name? Like the chick was like looking at Aladdin. Like they come and all of a sudden she picks her heads up real quick.
Yeah.
Bites
and
crotch
like
and
the-
wipes her mouth. And
When
then,
like
like,
smoke went up in
They're
the
like,
sky,
yeah.
had said wrote like sex in the
Yeah.
clouds.
Yeah, it
and
was like-
shit
Yeah, but like,
that.
what was he doing? Talking the.
he told all the writers like, "Yo, I want you to do this." Like it turns out he's
yeah,
a
but
fucking.
why did they listen to him?
Because they're all fucking weirdos. But no, he went to jail. He went to jail for having a bunch of naked kid pictures on his fucking.
Yeah.
But
so
he was,
it wasn't just
he was
the
one of the higher ups
pornography.
in Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a dick. So fucking die. Horrible.
I knew
shit.
there was always
Road
stories
Dogs,
about
episode
that.
3.
I didn't know, but
I
I,
don't
mean,
like that
but
guy.
then
Never
again,
know
what,
where
it's
we're
Disney.
gonna go, but
It's Disney. You wouldn't hear the
Cut.
story.
No, but like I said, when they did all this shit, it was like they went back and they're like, "Wow, you've been doing this shit for like 10 years," and it's like you're a piece of shit.
I always heard stuff about that, but I never really
You couldn't
like
prove it.
looked into it that
you
much.
like on all the VHS.
yeah, just a sleuth.
You go over to your house, you just have like the strips cut out and framed.
I got the things with the yarn across, like I'm tracing it.
Thank you, boys, for coming on.
Yeah.
Like
Thanks
I said,
for
if you guys
having
want
us.
to do it again in November, we'll just, I don't know. The more we do, the faster the format's going to come.
Yeah.
And then I really want to start breaking down. Like what we should do next week is like do homework, and everybody gets like 3, like everyone find 3 Winnebagos. And then we take, well, all right, well, who's got the best out of the 3? All right, we're down to 4.
Yeah, I like
and then
that.
like we'll
I
break
like
it
that.
down.
Put some polling, some online polling.
Yeah, we'll get it down to
Yeah,
we'll get it down to
yeah,
what?
yeah.
2 vehicles? Because mine will be out the window. You're like, what? It wasn't what we talked
Yeah,
about.
you're gonna pick a
It's a
hearse.
school bus.
Yeah, the hearse.
school bus might be awesome.
Could do
dude.
that too.
But guys, listen. I know I got this hearse, but we can only have it for one day because I got to bring it back. This thing's
The
actually still.
Marianos.
This thing's actually still in service.
The Marianos are lending it to us. All right, is that it? You have anything to plug or besides that hot dog
Besides
guy?
hating-
We'll reach out to that hot dog guy.
besides
See if he'll do the
hating
show.
Disney.
Hit him on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, he can do
that'd be-
Zoom.
Yep.
Whatever. Cool.
I
You
would
can
say
check
more of a
out,
sausage guy.
It's an all beef Frankfurter.
Frankfurter.
Yeah.
Frankfurter.
Yeah.
It's different.
let's
But hey,
see.
that's Road Dogs.
Yeah,
Never know
Road
where we're
Dogs,
going to
yeah.
go. These conversations go all over the fucking place.
I'm excited.
Just
Yeah.
like we're going to when we get this RV.
Yeah, and
right.
then it'll be then it's just making it look sexy with editing, and it'd be so much fun to do that.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing the video.
Unpaid intern, you're the
No,
one.
I mean, thank you for doing that. Ben was vomiting, and I was like, I didn't want you to get sick, and then your kids get fucking sick.
No, I
and then
totally
your wife's
fucked up this
pissed
whole
off.
thing. No.
And then the last thing I want is like him shoot me a text. Hey, I think it was the hot dogs. Why am I sick? I can't wash fucking cars. Then he's like, hey, I can't put a sticker on.
All I can tell you, if I got sick,
Sticker guy.
No, if I got sick, you know what company I'd blame it on. It wouldn't be all Frank. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's it. NeverAgainStudio.com has
Pots.
all the. We'll do that next. Well, what are we doing next time too? All right, we're gonna figure out the Winnebago crisis.
Jimmy's.
And we're gonna do Jimmy's across the bridge and
Jimmy's,
Potsy's.
Pots.
And you're gonna bring Yakos
Yakos.
again. All right. Later.
Staple.